Maybe this one.
We can still hear it.
Oh, I'm trying to play the music. We're muted, but
I
wait a
can
minute.
barely hear it.
Let's start the show then. All right. Don't listen, people. We're starting now. I screwed up.
Dude,
That was the wrong beginning.
Don't listen.
You see him trying to steal a cold open?
I don't know what you're talking about. Mad Dump Wednesday every week.
Street Smarts on Wednesday too.
Won't invite Lit Devil except for his channel.
I was on Jeff's channel last night. Ever heard of him? World class bullshitter.
Yeah, no, I think I know who you're talking about.
Oh, and tomorrow I'm going to be on Nina's channel, man. I'm just going all over the place.
I'm always on Nina's channel, so no big whoop.
Jesus.
Me and Jane, we're all friends. No big whoop.
I'm here too.
Yeah, well, yeah. Hi, Steve or Chris. What's your name again?
You
You son of a bitch!
You did it. You were going to do it.
I totally screwed up.
I covered you like always.
I'm mad. I need all the fucking looks. I screwed that up too. Shit.
Oh, man. I always have to cover for you.
Yeah, you really do. You're good at it. Thank you.
Dude, somebody said earlier in my chat, I'm not going to say any names, like, hey, did was Mad torpedoing Scott's channel? I'm like, whoa,
Whoa,
no.
that sounds dirty. I do know that there were a couple people saying you ruined the aluminum spork. When you came on, we lost track and went off topic, which we did, but it was still fun.
I found it more fun.
It was fun. We just gotta stay on topic maybe a little bit more, but whatever.
Sure, yeah, Lone. Let's sacrifice fun for topics.
Yeah. That's what we're gonna do. Oh yeah, this is
My
the
favorite
7.
part.
This is where
This
is where
doesn't
the
happen on
magic.
mine.
It's so mysterious.
It's the magic is here, guys. It's right
Doesn't
here. I
happen
want to
on
just
my
see how
intro.
long he made it. Okay. Wow. I
Good
screwed
job.
that up. Yeah. Hold on. I screwed up. There we go. Shit. Well, that was fun. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Saturday Night Sporking News Podcast. Soon, Mad TV, whatever. With me tonight is some people you guys know. His name's Mad. You might have... that's not Mad. That's not Mad either. You might have seen him in the movie The Departed.
It's Departed.
Departed or
Departed.
Two Guns.
Hey, man, Two Guns is a good movie.
I'm completely in the wrong place.
Yeah.
No, you're not. You're fine.
No, you're here. You're here. You know what? Hold on.
Oh,
Jane goes
much better.
there. And you,
There you
go there. And you like my protege. Protege. Yeah, I screwed that up. So hey everybody, welcome to Saturday Night. It's the dump. Mad's below me. He does Wednesday shows on this channel and his channel. The guy is a streaming machine. Hello, Mad.
Hello. You would think with all that. Percent that was all based on me. Like, who am I broing with?
Is that culture?
I don't know who that was. Like, come on, man.
I mean,
I don't like this anonymous broing. Just to let me know who it is.
Well, we like to bro. We like to bro with each
sure,
other.
we'll go with Barber.
Yeah. So
Scott, will you come with me to the volcano and hold our hands together over lava and make a new burrow?
dude, we're going to talk about that in a minute. It really pissed me off. Before our guest,
loved it.
We have a special guest, Elliot Page, on tonight wearing some Sporking News merch that we didn't Photoshop. Totally didn't Photoshop. But next we have the lovely and the beautiful Jane Theory. How are you, Jane?
Hello. Happy to be here as
Thank you.
always. How are you guys?
Guys?
I'm good.
Good. I'm really trying not to cut you guys
I'm
all
in the
off.
wrong spot.
Okay, well, that's good. Next up, one of my oldest and dearest friends, a man that got me through so many hard streams, very hard, Culture Casino.
Hi, everybody. I hope you're having a good evening. I know that I am, and I think Scott is, and I really hope Jane is, because Jane's like the most important person on this panel.
No.
It's my fucking channel, man. Anyways, I mean, I love you, Jane, but shit.
Most important.
Thank you, Jane. And just as if I was on Jane's channel, I'd be like 1A. We have Mr. Greg Gregory also. He's an Aussie, but loves America.
It's true. I've been accused of worse things, so
Yeah.
The most rootable of all Aussies.
Oh,
damn
good Lord.
skippy I am.
Damn Skippy.
Eat more
So-
lamb.
So, guys, we talked about it at the very beginning. How many of us have seen Thor, Love, and Thunder? How many don't care if it's spoiled? Let me know.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't care. So
My-
fist
the
it
rocks
away. I
won't
mean,
gain enough
spoil
for me.
away.
Yeah, I saw it with my very close Indian friends. They were in the movie theater, and it was great. They
I
kept
bet
dropping
the effects really popped.
Oh,
for
dude,
you.
it was like, wait a minute, is that Thor or is that Christian Bale?
Oh,
I don't
dude.
know. You know?
When it went all black and white, you're like, oh, I can't see any of this.
Yeah.
See, that's how they got us in Brokeback Mountain. Same thing, man. You can't see anything, and all of a sudden you hear people spitting in their hands.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about it. So, Jane, give me just your first thoughts on Thor: Love and Thunder. Sorry, guys, we are going to be a little spoilish, but if you're here at my channel, I don't think you care. So go ahead.
It was just dumb. There were a couple there was potential there. It's like there was a story there, but then the way Taika Waititi, whatever his name is, the
Taika
way he
Waititi.
handled it,
Yeah.
was just terrible. Everything was just reduced to a joke,
Right.
and unfunny jokes at that.
Right.
So it just took me out of it entirely. And I
I don't know. I
didn't
think
like
cancer is
how
the
they-
funniest of all the
how they did
diseases.
Thor too was just embarrassing.
Dude, stage 4 cancer was hilarious, dude. No, but I agree with you.
For example, that was one of the things. There was a moment in the movie where she drops the hammer
Yes.
and you see her being affected by cancer, right? And it's destroying her body.
Oh,
Like that was a moment.
Yep.
could,
And it was
could
just
not stop
ruined.
laughing.
It was ruined. And
Like,
I don't know. Mad, you saw it too. Did you feel like okay? Every single Thor movie, he starts off a certain way, and more recent, it's more buffoonish than like Thor Macho Man. He's
Yeah.
more of a buffoon, and he starts to have the character journey, and he seems like at the end, like Ragnarok, I thought we were gonna have a new Thor. He's gonna be this great leader, and they just start all over again as he's a babbling boob. I'm so sick
No,
of
not
this
in Infinity
formula.
War. Infinity War came after Ragnarok, right?
I understand that. I'm talking about his movies, and
Okay,
most,
his
most
movies
of the
alone?
times when
Alright.
you see him.
Yeah, then Endgame happened.
Yeah.
So I think the biggest problem, at least for me, it's that he is continuously going on this journey of self-discovery, like to find who he is. And by the way, I think Chris Pratt says it in the movie, like, bro, you haven't figured that out? You've been around for thousands of years.
Right.
But my issue with it, especially in this movie, is that it's always defined by the other and never personal, right?
Right.
He's defined by, and by the way, she makes him worthy. First, he's defined by his relationship to Jane, right? And then when that's done, he's defined by his relationship with whatever her name is. I don't know her name in the show. I know it's his daughter in real life, but and then he's defined by that. At no point does he ever like develop his own identity. It's always in the service or in the connection to somebody else, and that's actually a really bad message overall, because you shouldn't identify yourself
Right.
only through a connection to someone else.
Can I say this real quick? I was praying, like, would have like changed the whole movie for me if like Gore, and this is huge spoiler, people, the very end. So mute for like a minute. I'll give you a wave when you come back in. But Gore at the end is like laying there and he's dying, but he brought, Eternity brought his daughter back, and he's like, please. And Jane's over there dying, and it's Thor's with her, and he's like, please. After killing all these people and putting you through hell, take care of my daughter. I wish he chopped off the little girl's head and it was like, I went for the head. Like, why'd you do that? I went for the head. That would have been awesome. No?
Oh, or he could have just been like, oh, so when I agreed, she was still alive. Like she had it, but now like,
Yeah.
I can't, no, I don't want
She was the Love and Thunder. Oh, so
I like
she's
that
going
better
to
than
replace
Jane
him.
being it. I liked
get
it
that.
better than Jane.
Her story's not
Jane
over.
wasn't
though.
in the movie. Different Jane. Never mind.
Yeah, no, this was the Mighty Thor was in the movie.
No, her name's
Oh,
Lady Thor.
Or
She was-
Dr. Jane Foster.
Yeah, taste my hammer. We got
Eat
a
my
couple.
hammer.
Eat my hammer. Okay, we
Eat
got
my hammer.
a.
Is
Should have
Worse.
been something like "Let's get hammered."
Now that's better. I mean, she used a broken Mjolnir better than
Mjolnir.
Thor ever used it.
yeah.
Well, because he didn't have it broken. By the way, why did the hammer? Why did Mjolnir never put itself together and go to Thor?
Thor? I've been wondering that too.
Exactly.
Like, if it was
Right.
capable of doing it. Also, Thor can make like a ton of other Thors.
Yeah, dude, he said Shazam.
That
Well,
that would have been handy in a couple of moments I can think of.
Well, did you see
Why-
how
why-
they
why-
snuck that in though?
Why go to an army? Why go look for an army when you can literally just
Right,
do that?
Because he didn't know. They snuck it in because he remembers that he told Mjolnir to protect Jane, keep her safe. So, oh my
you're
God,
giving
I
him too
had
much
the
credit.
Yeah, I really am, but they do put that in there. where
Yes,
he's like,
for us to know, not for
Right.
him. I don't think it was like he's remembering it. It's like, hey,
That's why I
hey,
It was too
audience, we
grainy.
need you to tell you this.
It was too grainy for me to see and hear. I don't know. I think a guy dropped popcorn at the time when I was
I
trying
will
to
admit, the first
stream.
5 to 10 minutes of the film, I was just like, okay, this might actually be something. When it was just Bale in the desert and then going to the gods, I quite like that.
I started
didn't-
laughing immediately at the beginning when the little girl was dying. I don't know why. I just couldn't
You're a
stop
sicko?
laughing.
God.
I don't.
What
my
is
girlfriend-
wrong with
my
you?
girlfriend was like, "Really? Already? You're starting?" I'm like, "I can't help it. It's so funny."
You know what blows my mind too? It's like everyone's like Christian Bale played a great role. Now again, I did see a very grainy version, but
I thought he was great.
I didn't. I don't know.
He was undermined. He was good
Yeah.
in the character role, but they made a joke of the character. So
Okay.
it's like, well, what are you doing with this actor?
He's another Chumbawamba. You know, he's another one-hit wonder for a villain in the MCU. You know what I mean? Mamba number 5. Take your pick.
Except that
That's all he
got knocked
is.
down, but he didn't get up again.
Right, and he's not truly evil. You know, like ever since Thanos,
Wasn't
they've been
evil
looking
at
for the next Thanos. Go ahead, Jane.
No, I'm sorry. I was just
No,
saying,
don't be.
I didn't think he was evil at all. I mean,
No.
he did what any father probably would do with the circumstances.
Also, they didn't really do a good job of making us feel like worried about these gods being killed because they were pretty much all assholes. Like, I was like, did he do the right thing?
Right.
Did
Yeah,
he
I mean,
win?
But Taika is a stout
He's a
atheist.
piece of shit. He's a
and
piece of shit.
He hates religion in all of its forms. So
Yeah.
I mean, I can understand any form of God he would make to be terrible. Not
Well-
as terrible as Russell Crowe's Greek accent, but
Yeah.
still pretty bad.
I loved it. I love how he couldn't decide if he wanted it to be Russian or Italian. So he's
Russian,
like,
French, Greek.
I'm gonna do both because it's me, Zeus.
Oh, I know, right? That was so
And look,
messed
I
up.
wear a dress.
Yeah, when he walks down the stairs, like every
He-
man
Oh,
in
it's
this
so good.
movie were buffoons.
Yeah.
But he was great. Don't get me wrong. For the role they gave him as Zeus, I love Russell Crowe when he walks down like with his skirt up, you know. But
You could
pathetic.
tell he was having fun. Also, even Gore, what's his name? I didn't bother. Korg?
Oh, Korg,
Korg.
right?
No, the bad guy.
Oh, Gore.
Gore, whatever. It's
Yeah.
like that's how. Anyway, they even kind of made him kind of goofy with the kids. I love the moment though when he's like,
When
this
he
one
took the
likes
head off.
decapitation too, and then he tries to throw it away and it bounces on him. I loved it. I thought it was great.
But
Okay.
that defeats the purpose of his character, though. Like, he doesn't want to torment kids or anything. He's a father, and I just didn't get that. It was the only scene that seemed out of place with
Right.
him.
Well, he was just keeping them there.
I mean,
Well-
where did they poo?
The kids into the
Yeah.
shadow.
Dude, yeah, you just got to go out the bars.
Yeah, like they kind of like I don't know, off a bridge when you do that because everybody's pooped off a bridge, right?
No.
No, me
I've got-
either. Totally
I got
not.
I got a question for you. Russell Crowe, or Zeus said that they can't let them go because they know where the place is, and the only way to get there is by invitation. If Thor and that knew where it was because they had an invitation, why did they go into disguise?
Say it one
Because
more
they didn't
time.
want to be seen, bro.
Say it one more time. Let me hear that one more
so
time.
Russell Crowe says the only way to get to
Let's get her
Olympics,
off the screen.
Orgy Center, whatever it is,
Okay. Yep.
is to have an invitation.
Right.
The
And that's
Godgasm.
the only way you'll know where it is.
Right.
But they knew where it was. So if they knew where it was, they had to have had
No,
an
he
invitation.
knew where the planet was, but not where the actual orgy was being held.
I feel like that's gonna be like a pretty easy, like, just roll around the planet a couple times, like, there it is.
Yeah. So
just
Jane,
look for the smell.
Jane, what did you think about the introduction of Hercules at the end?
Loved.
Uh,
Well, I'm a
I-
big fan of
yeah.
Ted Basso.
I wish he was hairier.
Yeah,
I just don't like any of this.
Do you know who the actor
it's
is?
horrible, right? Yeah, he's in Ted
don't.
Lasso.
I love him in Ted
Yeah.
Lasso. He's
the, like-
amazing.
he's like the hard ass soccer
Yeah.
player, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
He looks
Oi.
like the guy down the road that sells kebabs. He's like,
Yeah.
"Hey, you want falafel?"
yeah,
Me.
as he should.
Right. Hey, let's. I'm gonna read a couple of super chats and stuff. Eric K, one of the best. Thank you. He's a Sporkmodic. Copyright. He gifted 5 Sporking News podcast memberships. So Grant, how does somebody know if they're a Sporking News member now? Thank you, brother.
They'll be green with their name.
So it'll be above the chat, right? And it'll be green.
No, it does
with
it
their
all
name.
automatically now.
It does it automatically now.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you'll be green. Okay. Like Sean. Sean is now a member. Thank you. Just Another Red Shirt is now a member. Keely Chow. Some of these people have been around forever, and I'm loving it. The Conservative Dog. Nice. And
Naked HD XYZ is now a member. Cool.
That's awesome.
Good people.
Release the McCracken, one of my favorite memers. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I like him.
I guess you wanted to put that twice. Thank you very much, guys. We also have Big Raj with 199 super sticker, and it's usually a thumbs up or.
By the way, when they figured out that they could go to eternity through the Bifrost of Stormbreaker,
Right.
why didn't they just go?
I've got an even better question for you. How did Thor get back there after the hospital scene? He didn't have a hammer, he didn't have anything, and yet he was able just to get there.
Wait a minute, where did he go back to again?
Eternity.
This movie sucked. He did? After the hospital?
Yeah, because remember Jane, he went there. Jane was in the hospital, and he says
Right.
you've got
Yeah.
to stay here because I don't want you to die, and don't be dumb.
Right.
And
Yeah.
then next thing he's back on Eternia, but he didn't have a hammer or anything to get there.
Did he have his
Because the
goats?
I thought the boat took them. How did Jane get there?
The boat was
Yeah,
being
go ahead,
led-
Culture.
But
Sorry.
no, I have
Yes,
a lot
the
of,
person that hasn't seen it.
I like that mostly, please.
I have many questions.
Yes.
I haven't seen it.
We have no answers.
The people who've seen it have questions. Don't worry.
But that's the point. Is like I'm going. Wait a minute. There's I have heard nothing but questions. Every stream I've seen, people talking about this movie, and every stream I've been on, because I'm not going to see this movie, right? Every stream I've been on, people are asking all these questions, and they're all different. You guys bringing up some very good points, like how, why, huh?
Yeah.
Right. And you can make 1,000 Thors. Are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah, he made it. And they're all kids.
Yeah. And I'm going like,
I
wait a
liked
minute.
it.
I'm sorry, like, wait a minute. This was
I like
coming
the-
handy
I like
like
the
during,
Teddy
I don't know,
Bears
any
and
part of
Thor
Infinity
Nine.
War or like, I don't know, anything. I mean, could you imagine how differently, the first Avengers film would have gone? If
Well, he didn't know he had the Odin ability.
Yeah, I don't. That is.
I don't even know.
Feel like Rhino puts it best.
And now we have an automatic hook to bring everybody back that's ever died. Really
That's-
fucking easily.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
So that they too can
Clear-
be destroyed.
Yeah, go ahead. What were you saying, Jane? And then Mad?
No, Matt can go.
Oh, okay.
oh,
yeah,
I was
he
just going to
has
say
he's the
clearly
talent.
culture, yeah, clearly culture doesn't know about like the skill tree for the Thor power, right? Like you have to level it up, and it took him this many movies to get to that level to where he could make more mini Thors and for
Losing his
time limit.
dad.
He had a crit roll as well at that time.
Wait, so like did his dad have that ability?
Yes.
Yeah,
In
bro,
the
he was
very
maxed
first
out.
movie. Remember in the very first movie, he goes, whoever has
No,
something has the power of Thor.
Right. No, but I'm saying it's like. Well, no, I'm talking about
like
getting-
dish it out.
like-
yeah.
or not only that, like, and
He
then
was OP.
like let people re-roll their character again and shit.
Well,
I
let's
mean,
put it this
you know.
way, Culture. Let's put it this way. I truly believe we didn't get to see how powerful Odin really was. He was so powerful that Thanos waited till he was dead to then start his attack, like
He
true
didn't-
attack.
You
Dude,
don't
hell
want to
up.
go against 1,000 Thors, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just. It sounds like this is plot hole the movie, to me.
Right. I got to read a couple of these because the great Toxic Man Flu and his wife support my channel so much. Thank you guys so much. And it's for Mad, but I'll take his money. I
Wait,
am
no,
giving.
it's,
No,
it
it's
goes
not
to
for
your
you.
channel.
No, it's not for you. I'm saying. I won't give you 10%.
I wouldn't expect it.
You're such a sweet guy. I am giving a VIP super chat because I fell for YouTube marketing. Hey, Mad, can you come help mow my lawn? Mad, can you?
I'll respond if he tries harder to be funny.
Oh, wow. Okay, I like that. We also have
better.
it.
$20 or above.
Yeah, 20. Holy shit. Well, we have the beautiful Machini with the dog, an Inu or whatever. Makini
It's
Draws,
called an
great
emu,
channel.
Shibu Inu.
Yeah, that dog, you know, Shih Tzu.
Is it?
What is it? I don't even know what dog that is.
Yeah, it's a
emu.
dog
not
with
a
the
Shih
hearts.
Tzu. Yeah, the dog with the hearts.
It's a Shiba Inu farting hearts.
Oh,
Good
okay.
Lord.
Well, thank you, Makini, for farting hearts.
I didn't know it was farting hearts. I just
I
saw
mean,
the hearts like.
Well, it kind of does come out his ass.
I see that now.
Toxic Man Flu for another $5. I fell for the marketing again. Also, I am just trying to set up mad
Segways.
I suck at reading. Speaking of being sore after being made your woman's biatch.
Oh, are you talking about the other night when your wife owns you through super chats? It was awesome.
I know.
Speaking of getting owned,
Toxic Man Flu for another $5. You going to read one of these Sporking, or do I need to go to the local strip club to get some action? I love you, Toxic. I'll give you a little tickle. And
asked and answered.
yes, E. Clay Thomason's 99 cents usually has
fudge.
it's fudge. It's fudge.
Yeah.
Ice cream, soft serve.
Yeah, sentient fudge.
So where the hell is the MCU going?
To hell.
Okay.
I mean, I did
not
like
really
that they
gay.
had a reference to my boy G's.
Yeah, the Jesus reference. He's a carpenter or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think G's would be up in that douchebag heaven, like Olympus type place?
Well, I mean,
Well, they're-
the god of dumplings was, so obviously he'd be there.
yeah.
Well, I mean, I was gonna take the of course he will be like the saved don't need saving. It's the sinners.
Oh, that's
So where
true.
else would he be?
He's like the guy in the corner, like, I can help you. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh,
Just
yeah.
passing out my pamphlets here,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
Come on.
I'll
I
go
can
F
turn
myself.
water into wine, but I know how y'all get. So
You want to need a deck build? I can build chairs.
Yeah, I really
I can
do.
repair
You
that
guys like
sign.
fish? You guys like fish? I could get a lot of fish.
Fresh bread.
Fresh bread too. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't even have to spend much.
Ooh, wait
There's
till you
a
see
lot.
my Lazarus trick.
There is a lot of like heathen like blasphemy going on right now.
Yes,
Um,
but all in
yeah.
fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
And love it.
And
I mean,
Not
I'm
according to
having
me.
trouble.
You don't think Jesus had an awesome sense of humor?
Oh, he
Yeah.
definitely did.
I mean,
He
even
was
the
a
Bible-
bro.
Yeah, he was down, dude. Like,
Oh,
Some of the things he said were hilarious.
yeah.
Yep. Oh, for sure. Like when he schooled that lawyer that was when he was talking about the road to Damascus or whatever, right?
Yep. Paul
Yeah.
or Saul and Paul. Yep. Yep. I know my shit. Or when he's like, dude, think about that. Your bro is making wine at a wedding. Like he just keeps,
Yeah.
hey, just bring me water. We'll save a couple bucks.
Do you know
What a
how
dude.
much? Do you know how much you have to drink? Like weddings normally, they're like, okay, we're gonna have this many guests. We're gonna put this much alcohol just in case.
Yeah.
And they went through all of that shit.
They really did.
They were in the desert. They didn't have anything else to do.
Well,
Yeah,
that is
that's true,
true.
too.
That is
Yeah.
true. You
If
know who?
women paid for it all.
Yes.
Like
And you know-
their whole thing was kind of funded by women whose husbands were very important.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I keep like trying to cut you guys off, and I'm really trying
Go
to.
ahead, go ahead.
No, I don't want to. I want to be a better YouTuber like you. Let's also talk about how ladies are screwing up things. Have you heard about Disneyland? Like that segue?
Oh, I missed it, dude.
Universe is talking to us right now. You just gotta listen.
Poison.
Poison.
She's driving me out of my mind. That's why this guy
Echo Casino.
Did you just say casino?
Echo Casino. Yeah, it was
Oh.
echoing like crazy.
So, yeah, did you guys read up on this at all?
I saw the headline. I was like, I'll hear about it on Sporking News Podcast.
Yeah, because
Yeah, I heard about it, but
it really doesn't matter, right?
not really.
Good topic, everybody. Next topic. I have like 1,000 topics. 'Cause I
Disney
didn't know.
sucks.
Oh,
They just suck so bad.
Jane, you shared the Radio Shack thing. I spent so much time just going through their Twitter because it is hilarious. So good.
Who's?
Radio Shack. Remember,
Yeah.
like last week, Jane shared it, and I just spent probably an hour because I was gonna go to bed and I saw it. I spent the next hour just scrolling, and then I'm like, wait, how is this even happening? So then I had to look into why their Radio Shack just went cuckoo bananas out of nowhere. But yeah,
So crazy, dude. No,
I rode into town on an ass. Yo mama's ass.
Was that Mark?
That was Mark. That was Mark.
Great timing.
That
Oh
was
man.
See, dude,
Perfect timing.
That's why he's the producer extraordinaire.
It took forever to upload.
Yeah. So one of my favorite like websites and channels is Screen Rant because they're so
I like them too.
They don't lean anyway. They're so
I
down the middle.
prefer the Crush versus the Rant.
Oh, right. The Crush is pretty awesome. But Obi-Wan Kenobi explains a weird Luke and Leia scene in A New Hope. So
I've read this.
Yeah, what they're trying to say is when she was grieving him, she was the strong one and he was the vag. Excuse my language, Gene. Yeah, like she was able to hold it together even though she knew him way better than Luke ever did.
I love the reach on these. These are so good.
Hold on. Toxic, no, that's not the joke. Radio Shack is not out of business. They have changed into this NFT thing. So it's just an entirely different business model. And then they're like, hey, who wants to take over Twitter? And somebody was like, I'm high as shit. I'll do it. There you go.
Are you serious? They're no longer like
no, yeah, they don't sell.
They
don't sell
NFTs?
batteries or anything. There's something to do with NFTs, man. I forgot exactly what it is, but it's just a new business. Like these people bought out Radio Shack, so they got the rights to all their stuff or whatever, and now they're just doing funny
crazy,
things, man.
Dude.
Yeah.
So I'm going to read this real quick, just this part. Viewers have often criticized one scene in A New Hope, which occurred shortly after the main cast escaped from the Death Star. Devastated by witnessing Obi-Wan's death, Luke sat alone in the Millennium Falcon until Leia brought him a blanket to comfort him. However, given that Leia had just lost her entire planet and endured torture, it seems like Leia should have been receiving comfort instead. This scene is also only made more confusing by the knowledge that Leia also would have been upset by Obi-Wan's death, having had a close relationship with him. Culture, how do you feel about that?
Like I'm muted. Okay. How do I feel about it? Well, let's say this. There are so many things that got broken because of the Obi-Wan show that, this is just one of a many.
Yes.
Many. Like a billion minis. Yes. She would have been devastated if all of these things that occurred during the course of the show from her childhood. You're our most impressionable. All of your most important bonds, for the most part in your life, aside from the person that you decide to live with the rest of your life, your love, whatever that happens to end up being.
Right.
That's your closest bond, right? But all the other bonds all the other bonds that you form as a child are those key elements, especially at that age when you are 9, 10, 11, 12, right before you hit your teenage years when you turn into an asshole. Those are the bonds that stick with you. It's why
I don't know about stick with you, but they do help define who you will be.
Exactly. They stick with you because you're at your most impressionable.
Right. Yes.
Wow, thanks a lot.
Well, get in here. You got the link, old man.
I don't know what you're tying, but I'll come to the defense of this. Why not? We're not doing anything else. I'll say this. Andrew Solomon talked about how whenever you find yourself not unable to stitch your own heart, go to work on others because there's no surer way to fix your own than to help others with theirs, right? So maybe rather than focusing because she's unable to really do anything about her own pain by her comforting someone else, then maybe that can help her, grieve her own loss.
Or she just manned up more than he could.
Or maybe that's just good bullshit. Who knows?
Yeah, the way I look at it is this: they're trying to make her the new chosen one. Do you believe? I'll ask you, Jane. Do you believe they might try to redo the original series?
I think they will, and that is exactly what they're going to do. I think
so
that's not only where it's headed. I think that is the plan. It's consistent with what we've seen come out of Disney, this new Disney Lucasfilm. Right. And you're right. They're setting her up as if she's the better character. She's going to end up being the more powerful character. And ultimately, she's going to be the chosen one. And that's
the Leia Sue.
Their version of it's going to be their Star Wars, basically.
I don't think that they have enough confidence on because if they're going to do it as a as a new trilogy, like movies. I don't think that they have enough confidence in the response that they have gotten off of their product to really invest on doing so, because that's a bold move. You know what I mean?
Bold, dude. That is just
Bold.
that's a spit. That is a spit in the face, dude. George didn't even know they were going to be siblings in the first movie.
I think they're being forced into it though, because they're going to have to decide. I mean, all of these studios are getting to a point where our voices are being heard. People are listening, they're paying attention, and they're going to have to decide, are they going to cave to the woke crowd?
Right.
Or are they going to cave to the people who actually give them money for stuff? So they're going to have to choose virtue signaling or cash.
Doesn't
And
cash.
I think that because of how the society is, the social engineering that's happening across the board,
Right.
they're going to be forced to do it. They're going to be forced to reject us and do this to prove themselves. That's the next level of virtue signaling. It's completely overhauling the originals.
Oh my God. That is just, and
They may lose more money, but they're going to have to do it for political reasons or whatever.
right. And that's why I understand. And people will be like, there's always been political stuff in sci-fi. I take the Ordville. Yes, there are certain episodes they definitely lean a certain way, but for the most part, they try their hardest to stay like explain both and just kind of stay in the middle and let you decide. Like they take sides, but different people take sides.
Well, that's the thing is, and I think that's the problem with today's entertainment. They don't understand the concept of metaphors or anything like that. What it did in the past was that you could look at what was happening on screen, a conflict, and you could look at it from different perspectives. You could come away with it with a different understanding and have those conversations. Today, they want you to have their message.
Right.
That's right.
Specifically,
So when they
directly.
so when they show like a rally for a certain someone on a TV show, they're going to make sure to have somebody with a buffalo horn hat on and covered in blue, like identical to somebody else you may know. So because just in case you weren't getting the hint of who this is supposed to be in their eyes, which by the way, it does not make sense to me why they think that this is a representation of him in any form. Like, I'm like, what?
Right.
What?
Everything is just so on the nose. And it's like they won't let you have the benefit of a doubt. And I think part of it has to do with the specific message that they're trying to convey. This hyper feminist messaging that they're presenting now, the sort of anti-straight masculine male thing that they're going with. They also want to paint this picture of straight white men in particular as being evil and unable to be redeemed in any way. So if you take that category and you identify with the character who's being oppressed or abused in some way, then that defeats the purpose. So they can't have that. And so they have a very linear message in every single thing they do. And what they don't understand is that's not going to reach the audience that they're trying to reach or that they should be trying to reach. It's going to upset everybody else because it's not good storytelling either.
And it always turns out that the person that they are making the most intriguing is the person that they're trying to vilify, because on the other side it's just white bread. It's just the next Mary Sue of any type, because they do not know that they're making their heroes out to be villains.
Yeah, I prefer sourdough.
And on
And
top of that,
having their mom killed by Dalmatians does not excuse anything.
and they don't know how to write good stories either. I mean, because what I've said all along is like you said before, Scott.
Yeah.
There's always been messaging in entertainment because stories have morals.
Yes.
That's the whole point of storytelling, to teach a lesson, but it has to be entertaining too. So if you want to present a message on what a strong woman is, or you want to tell a story of a trans person, or whatever it is you're trying to get out there, whatever it happens to be, you can do it, but there's a way to do it. And they just haven't been able to mesh it together the way the people who wrote Star Trek could do it, or the people who wrote Star Wars or whatever.
The argument.
Well, real quick. Hi, Tom, or Tim Connors. How are you?
I'm here.
Yeah, you are here. I warped you here.
Hello.
Go ahead, Culture.
The argument that could be made here is this, Jane, and this speaks to what you were saying.
Glad you're here, Tom.
I'm very happy.
I'm whispering also.
Guys, let Culture speak. Sorry, Culture.
We missed you on Street Smarts.
No! Oh, you guys are such dicks.
Wow.
Yeah.
You started it.
You hurt him.
You should
Have
know.
you ever had a dream that
that you had you could do so.
That's how he felt,
you
Mad.
Do, you could
like
you,
little Mad.
You want him to do you so much you could do anything.
Yeah, he felt like little
You
Mad, and
wanted
now he
him
left.
to do
No.
you so much.
Yeah,
You could do anything.
do anything.
Oh,
You wanted him to do you so much.
Yes.
You could do anything. That sounds
Anything.
like something that Mad would have said, yes.
Yes, right. So what I feel like Culture was going to say is that there's a source. No, I can't say that. I don't know.
About the
No, he does
about
that.
his people.
He almost throws it out and then he pulls it back and he always please throw it out. But what do you think, Tom? Are they going to remake the original trilogy with a focus on either the twins and Leia being the stronger one, or just Leia in general and like Luke being her, back?
Well, as I said in
better.
the chat, I don't think they legally can.
Okay.
I think that part of the stipulation, because they say that anything that's been in a movie is canon, and that's true for anything in the past and anything going forward. So it's kind of a what do you call it, Occam's razor? Or what, I don't even know.
Right.
Sadie.
Come on, Sadie.
She's like freaking out probably because of the damn cat outside. Anyway, no, and at least not until after George is gone. I don't think they can.
Right. Dude, is that you think built in? Like Jane,
I think that was part of the contract.
Well, it could be
Yeah,
until
I think
it can be after he's gone and after this generation is gone. Like after
could very well
but
be.
We know where
But
they're
yeah,
headed.
at least not in this lifetime, because I think it mostly has to do with like that's the same reason why I don't think they've released the theatrical cuts, right? Like if they could, they would. That's money in the bank, right? Like that's just makes sense. So I think the only reason I think they're only allowed to release the special editions, and that's it.
Well, they have a documentary coming out that's actually going to be the first time that they have unaltered footage from the original trilogy being used in it.
Right.
Is that ILM documentary?
Yeah. According to my sources.
Yeah. Okay. So go into that a little bit more. So what does that mean for the universe?
I just read the headline.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Good stuff. But they really are. I mean, you look at this, everything is focused on Leia. Some of these, I'm not saying Screen Rant shills. I'm not saying that out loud. Totally. But I have a feeling they know what Lucasfilm wants them to write. Like,
But I just hate how they're
Leia.
trying to retcon everything after the fact. Like we criticize this for this very reason. And so they come back, they go in there and make up a reason why it supposedly makes sense. But you can't get out of your head the scene where she's like, we got to go.
Right.
There's no moment. There's no hesitation. There's no, oh my God. When she sees him die, she's like, we got to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Let's go.
I get that. I get that. Like, no, we got to go. Like, we can worry about him later.
Yeah. She doesn't even, like, when they see him fighting, she don't stop.
No.
You know, like Luke's like, wait a minute, what's going on? Ben, I've known you for a few days. And she's like, hey, Obi-Wan, you saved me.
You know why? Because she has gone through so much.
So much.
She knows what it is to escape. She's like, I'm not getting under nobody's trench coat again. We got to go. She bounds. Luke hasn't had that experience yet.
Oh, man. It's just,
He hasn't been
aggravating.
trench coated. Confirmed.
No, he was only chased once and he doesn't remember it because he got CTE.
Right. Well, and it's one of these things, like they're doing it with everything, even their own beloved characters. Like I have a feeling when they tell you, Screen Rant once again, everybody, that you don't have to watch Rebels, Jane, to understand Ahsoka at all.
What do you
or Clone Wars.
What do you mean?
I mean, it's just, she's a big part of the story, but whatever.
But why? Why do you have to? It doesn't make any
this.
sense.
I mean, you might want to know the history of Ahsoka before they changed everything and made her like inserted into every single Skywalker moment.
Every Disney product makes sure that they explain everything to you like you're a child during the episode.
I mean,
you'll pick
love
up on it on the
Ahsoka.
first episode.
Yeah,
I love Ahsoka, but if you're doing Rebels or a spinoff of Rebels, what do you mean you don't have to have seen it?
Right.
It concerns me what they're going to do to the story.
That's
the fact that the way they're promoting it. I haven't seen any mention of Ezra. I haven't seen any mention of Kanan.
Right. But they did talk about the villain is
the Grand Inquisitor?
No. No, they're gonna make a green version of what's his name? Oh God,
Thrall. Whatever his name
Thrawn.
is.
Yeah, Thrawn. They'll make like a fat green version of him. Yeah.
But I'm sure at the beginning though, episode 1, they'll have Cord come in like, hey, let me tell you a story about Ahsoka, and do that whole thing and just give a recap.
Yeah.
Are
Like,
they going
yeah.
to be trying to save Ezra?
I would think
No.
so.
I don't fucking know.
And if Ezra's a female now, what does the chat think? What do you guys think? I know George Lucas is watching, so let him know what you guys think.
I'm not too happy about
I'm
this.
just this one's gonna
This one bothers
as
me.
always. There sometimes I hear the name of whatever they're working on, new project, and I want to have hope
Right.
it's gonna be good, and Ahsoka was one of them.
Right.
But every day it's like they just can't do right.
Right. Well, this is what Bordizo, I guess she's the showrunner, said. She said, speaking to Empire Magazine, while it certainly won't hurt for fans who watch Ahsoka to have seen Rebels, it is not necessary. She says that the live action series is a standalone chapter and won't confuse the many people who haven't sat down with the animated series and read her full quote below. Oh, sorry.
What about the Clone Wars? Do you have to have seen that?
Well, that's what I mean. Like, do you need to know her connection
Repeat line.
Yeah, repeat line. Can we
Repeat
get
line.
that? Can we get that? But like, I literally don't understand if it can't be about Ezra then. If you don't watch Rebels, you don't know Ezra.
Right.
Maybe they'll do what they did in Jurassic World Dominion. Like every time they met, like, oh, you're the doctor lady from the first movie or whatever.
Right.
They just give a quick rundown of everything you need to know.
Well,
Especially
maybe
when
there's
they're
just
in a room by themselves and the
Maybe
people
there's just-
that they're talking to know each other's history.
Yeah,
maybe
go Tom.
there's just characters out there that are more.
Love you.
Never mind.
No, I said I love you. Please go. Maybe there's characters. What?
I was. Where did culture go? 'Cause
I don't know.
was-
I just texted him. I'm like, dude, sorry.
So he had to leave
Okay, so
anyways, like
this
we
is in
knew,
honor
and
of-
he's
this is
using
in
it to
honor
fuck
of
with
culture.
Hold
This
on.
is in honor of culture. Maybe there's just characters that are better than Ezra.
Oh, that one. You.
I'm better than you.
That was.
And on cue, there's Raging Rhino.
Yeah, you say Star Wars a few times, and he shows up. I'm telling you. Thank you. I forgot to take you off there. Come on, man. Let's go. Oh, you're probably working, but
No, he's free.
oh, then jump on, dude.
No, he just doesn't
You're
want to.
asking me.
Terrible.
Raging,
I think what
love
it
you.
is that too many fans talk too much and praise too much the animated series. We were giving them far too much credit,
Right.
and they hurt us and said, "You know what? We got to destroy that too."
I wasn't a big
You're
fan.
right. We're awesome.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of Rebels. The Clone Wars were decent, but I wasn't a big fan of Rebels. I didn't really like that story, but I don't think I gave it a chance either. Like, people think we just don't give things a chance. Like, I literally will go in. There was parts of The Boys this season I laughed my ass off. You
Yeah,
know?
me
I
too.
think looking back, it's genius compared to what we're getting today.
Yeah.
I think that last episode of The Boys, the season finale, was their worst. I did not enjoy watching it at all. Up until then, though, I was like, yeah, I'm enjoying it.
I might walk, but you could fly. Starlight. Anyways. But yeah, it's
More than meets the eye.
yeah. I don't know.
Yo,
I
Stranger
like
Things,
that.
speaking of flying.
Yeah.
Why is fuck stick Kevin Smith trending? Jesus Christ.
Oh, please find out.
Oh, because he defended Marvel against Martin Scorsese. Another bad take from a dumb fucker.
No,
Oh.
not Kevin. He's so strong in his convictions.
But that may prevent him from ever working with Martin Scorsese.
Yeah,
I doubt Martin Scorsese even knows who he is.
probably not. Okay, by the way, it's kind of funny that he did that, and Clerks 3 is coming out very soon, or like the trailer.
Well,
Oh, that's
Stranger
weird.
Things.
That's
Yeah.
crazy,
A
guys.
convenient time for him to have his name trending.
Right. I mean, it's Martin Scorsese, y'all.
Kevin
Some people
always
get all the
sucked,
luck.
and people are like, "He sold out." I never liked him.
You know,
Totally
I
sold
did
out.
back in the day. I
Yeah.
loved Clerks. I mean, I grew up. That was like my age group right there.
I'm a fan scoring, trust me.
Yes, same here, brother.
I think like seeing his reaction to the Disney trilogy, it makes you question everything he's ever said. because we can see the movies too, bro, and we don't know why you're
Because
reacting
he's
like
in
this.
one of them. He's not gonna fucking say something shitty that he was in.
That's how he lost all credibility.
Yeah, I mean, I agreed with so many things he said in the past and that, and then when he starts saying stuff now like that, you're like, was I wrong the whole time?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, probably.
Kevin Smith
Damn,
died
Jane.
the day he had a
Thanks,
heart
Jane.
attack. He
Appreciate
died.
your love.
The
He
real
changed.
Kevin Smith was dead.
Dude, you're absolutely right. He changed completely after that heart attack.
But God, he did win us all back with Tusk.
Yeah, he became a vegetarian.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was, well, not the, like, maybe the last 30 minutes. I don't know. It was a long road to get there.
What do you think he's possessed?
Jason Long Road.
He
Well,
died and come back evil?
I think that one of these days there will be a spaceship that comes down, and the real Michael Jackson, the real Tim Burton, and the real Kevin Smith will step out.
You think
And
so?
we'll realize that all this time they've been replaced by doppelgangers at a certain point.
Hey, what about CERN,
about
though? It could have been
19
CERN.
Oh,
Like about 1990,
yeah, go ahead.
4 or
Fucking
5,
really
somebody came down and took Michael Jackson and replaced him, and then
Mandela effect stuff. It could be the Mandela.
2001
it's
is when
CERN.
Tim Burton got abducted, and yeah,
What
Kevin
happened
Smith,
with Tim? What happened
He's
with
like,
Tim?
come on, my spaceship.
Tim, I think Tim was one of the, honestly, I think that what happened to Tim Burton was, see, there's this thing where you go through a director's history and there's always a movie that they do that does not do well, or there's a moment in their career where they realize that they're not who they think they are. And then from that point on, they just do what the industry expects of them.
Cop
And I
out?
think that cop out. Well, no, with Kevin Smith, it was the heart attack, man. Because
It was
at least with
definitely- I thought
Cop
that's what
Out
you
and
were
all
talking
that
about.
other shit, he was still doing his own thing.
Yeah.
With Tim Burton, it was like, I think it was when they told him he didn't want to do that he couldn't do Batman 3. Because up to that point, he did not want to make the Batman movies.
Right.
He did the first one as a launch pad for his career.
Yep.
He did the second one reluctantly, and only because they said he could do what he wanted to. He actually went in to do the third one excited.
Too dark, right?
And well, they told him, they're like, oh, isn't there something else you want to do? They kept hinting around the idea that and he's like, you guys don't want me to make this movie, do you?
Oh,
He's like,
shit.
well, it's just, we think that the way the last one was reacted to, we might want to go a little bit different direction with this one.
Maybe add nipples.
Maybe add some nipples.
Yeah, a bat visa or whatever.
Which
That
I
was.
think from that
which is
point
being
on, he was
auctioned.
just like, well, fuck this business.
Yeah.
And then he just went and made remakes for the next fucking 20 years.
That's crazy, dude. Well, this is what Smith said. In our very tribal culture, somebody like Martin Scorsese referring to comic book movies as amusement parks and theme park rides. What?
Hold on. Why is he just not responding to this? Isn't this the same shit he said?
This is like 4
It's
years
like
ago.
2 years
Oh, is
ago.
this the
year
old
ago?
one? Is this the
Yeah.
old one? All
No,
right,
but
I'm
he
sorry.
just said this again. So he's clearly just clout chasing in the fucking.
Did he literally? Oh shit.
Yeah. That's what I'm
All right,
saying.
look-
He's dragging out old shit just to get his name in the fucking papers.
God, he might be a woman.
Yeah.
Well, and what's funny is that point I just made. Martin
Speaking of
Scorsese is
women.
one of the few directors who has never had that point in his career.
right.
Right?
So-
Like,
Nope.
Rhino.
Rhino,
Well,
you're
that's
here.
going to do it for me.
Rhino, we had a request that you don't refer to women on this panel or as bundle of sticks on this stream, please.
Yeah. I saw the Falazi. You control yourself, young man.
Okay.
So I heard you're really excited. Oh, we got bots. I heard you're really excited about thanks, buddy.
don't blame me. It was Rhino this time.
Yeah, but Rhino, I heard you were very excited about the Ahsoka news.
Wait, put that up. I need that address.
Oh yeah, not having to watch anything.
All right.
That's just them covering their backs for when they bring out all their retcons that they do. But no, like on a serious note, like to say to people that you don't have to watch it, that just tells me that what they're going to do is there's going to be an episode dedicated to like flashbacks to fill in the gaps for the normies.
Mm-hmm.
But it'll be that jarring the way they do it that it'll almost be fourth wall breaking. You know what I'm saying? Like,
like Saved by the Bell, like
Zach
Ahsoka
Morris.
will be like, time out. So this character here, I'm going to list on the bullet points. This is who this is.
It's almost like that, you know.
That's great.
Oh my God,
Instead of
he's a superhero. I just realized he has time stopping powers. I didn't even realize that was an origin story.
What are we talking about?
Who?
What are we talking about?
Was that from Saved by the Bell?
Oh,
Oh.
He's a mute. I didn't realize he was a superhero. Like he actually has the ability to stop time.
He stopped time. Yeah, he's a very powerful mutant. So
that's my opinion on that.
Yeah, well, we're reading about your favorite director, Kevin Smith, and he said Smith goes on to say, he's very serious filmmaker, and he's a man who's of a certain age and stuck in his ways. You should not be surprised that that's his response. Smith then goes on and says, we just learned earlier on, don't answer that question. That's just setting you up for failure. Just redirect. If somebody's like, what do you think about these comic book movies? Just talk about I love all of the movies. Movies are my life, blah, blah, blah. Because you're a fucking sellout.
Bro.
Dude. He just admits it.
Is he he's giving lessons on selling out?
Yes. What a piece of sugar. I'm going to go on and then we'll talk about it. So then he says, he doesn't take away from your enjoyment of these things. Guess what? For every old filmmaker who's like, I don't get it, there's a bunch of young filmmakers who are like, I get it and I want to do it, Smith
Kevin
said.
is like 50.
Yeah, he's definitely.
What does he mean?
Yeah, me and the other young filmmakers, we get it. We're hip.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Word to your mother, right?
Yeah,
we wear our hats to the back.
Yeah. Not all the way. We kind of pull it a little to the side back,
Mom spaghetti.
We're crunk. We don't have to ostracise the people that maybe don't
It makes me think of Austin Powers.
Course.
I'm with it. I'm hip.
Yeah.
That's
awesome.
Or the meme with what's his name? Hey, you cool kids. What is it? He has a skateboard. It's what's his name with the teeth? Mr. Pink.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Oh,
Mr. Pink from Reservoir Dogs.
No. Did you find
Boardwalk
I
Empire?
love that movie.
Boardwalk Empire is amazing. Oh, I love.
Yeah, but you can't
Reservoir
think of his
Dogs. Name. No, it's oh shit.
Right?
Steve Buscemi.
Yeah, Steve Buscemi.
Steve Buscemi.
Yep.
Oh, that's what you were asking? I could have answered that.
No, I
5
knew.
minutes
I was
ago.
trying to beat you. I was like,
the meme.
Tom totally knows this one. I got to get it before he does. 73 people watching. Hit that like button, everybody. Yay. Make sure you
took
subscribe.
it upon myself to rewrite this headline for IndieWire, though.
Howdy do, fellow
And what
kids.
is it?
Yeah, that thing.
What is
Well,
it?
instead of Kevin Smith defends Marvel against Scorsese criticism, it's sellout director uses quote from over a year ago to try and trend because no one cares about Clerks 3 now that he lost his cred.
Right. He's such a dude. And it's like, don't you see that coming? Like, are you in that bubble so goddamn hard that you can't see the outside? Like, you were our Jersey guy. You were supposed to be that guy who didn't, suck the teat of Hollywood. I love saying that.
But look, I'll be honest, man. If Disney comes to me and offers me some shit, I will sell out immediately.
Oh, I already told you. If they offered me money, I'd be like, all you people are gone.
The thing is Kevin didn't have to sell out. He already had a very well-established, and I mean a very well-established fan base.
Yes.
Yep.
But
Die Hard too.
His shit movies over the past few years, and then him completely turning on a sect of his fans have pretty much made him.
Don't forget about He-Man.
Unbankable. And that was even before He-Man, though. Like, nobody went to see Jay and Silent Bob reboot.
No.
I did, but like that was like.
I saw it when it came on VOD.
I saw it in the movies, actually. No, I didn't. What were you going to say, Jane?
Yeah,
No, I'm just saying. I mean, he hated He-Man. When he told the story of how he got the He-Man project and was basically saying that he watched it as a kid.
Right.
Like, I mean, who is this person? I just don't think that.
I forgot he said that.
Maybe he was faking all along. Maybe this is the real him.
But and like that, like Tom's saying, the heart attack just, it was like the oh God moment. I got to be me. Like, he was always kind of that guy who, like, what he was saying, say you like all movies, blah, blah, blah. And now he's a complete douche and wants to
that just shows that just shows that these studios aren't getting people that like or even had a love for these IPs before they started working on them. Or like they just got them because they are going to virtue signal the right things through the IP that they've been chosen to fuck up. Like,
a lot of it, I think, started when he moved to California, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because he moved there like 10 years ago. Well, yeah, he got married and his wife didn't want to live in Jersey anymore. They moved out to California when his kid was younger. So she got so sucked into like the whole fucking, woke business at the schools and Beverly Hills Kids and all that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, she's best friends with Johnny Depp's daughter.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
That's the world that she's
That kinda
coming
tells
from
you
now.
something.
And so like he's been living in this world for so long. The Kevin Smith we knew from years ago, his response to this would be, well, of course Martin Scorsese's right. These movies aren't nearly on the same level as Taxi Driver, but what he would do then is flip it around and go, if somebody were to turn around and do like Punisher correctly, or maybe even a Joker story, maybe, just maybe, they could excel and get to that point. But at this point, the way they treat these movies like cartoons, there's just no way. And I love them, but I also know they're not nearly as good as they could be. Something like that could be a better answer.
What do
to
you
that.
mean
I
that
mean,
you
he's
love
not.
If you move to some new location at 40-something years old, your worldview isn't going to shift that dramatically based on peer pressure.
I mean, he's getting at the house
Trust me.
all the time. He has 2 women in the house. I don't know if you've ever been in a house with 2 women, Jane. It's not fun.
But he doesn't have to go out and say these things.
What's even better yet is I think that it's either his wife's sister or mother was his manager for years.
Right.
There you go. There's another one all synced up.
That's right. And I kind of agree with this. Like Mark is like that arrogant, like, I don't know, something about Mark and
like
him
him
together.
I
I
don't know
can't
who that
stand
is.
them.
Excuses for someone who's a jerk.
I don't know who he is.
Say that again?
And yeah,
Jane?
I just think y'all are making excuses for this guy.
No, he's a jerk.
This
He's
is
a
how he's
jerk.
always been. He just covered it better.
Yeah.
well,
Maybe.
I don't know about that.
It is Hollywood. Well, we also got another jerk. We got like somebody
He
who's
became a cuck for his wife, though, and she is a complete woke feminist. That is true,
Look,
Dan.
This also happened to, and it breaks my heart, Paul Scheer. His wife, June Diane Rayfield or whatever, has gone so far left and has dragged him down.
Remind me who Paul Scheer is.
Paul Scheer, he's an improv guy, but you probably know him from a lot of movies. He was Andre in The League. He has a big gap in his teeth, or it's getting smaller because he's been using.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite improvers. You know what? Him and Jason Mantzoukas, but his wife has dragged all of them down so much that I cannot even listen to their podcast anymore because I'm always afraid that they're gonna. And every time I listen to it, they bring. Oh man, she got arrested at the during the Kavanaugh. She was there protesting. She got arrested.
No shit.
She is far left, and
that's left.
It's so bad that Paul Scheer got this new show with MCU or whatever, talking about like which comics like you really need to read, like you don't want to miss these. First episode, one of the most important comics ever, Miss Marvel #1. I went fucking fuck.
Oh my God. All right, let me catch up on some super chats and then we're going to talk about, giving IPs to people that don't know shit about those IPs. Nikki D for $5 back to Thor. She says, looks like Thor 4's domestic box office projections were lowered again to 135, 145 mil. How much will the global box office be for its run? Culture?
Yeah, that's a culture question.
Why did
I told you, remember?
I know
he had to leave, so he used that as an excuse to fuck with you.
He usually texts me and it's like, and he hasn't responded.
He did this the other day too.
Nikki. Thank you, Nikki. Albatross says for $5. Thank you guys so much. I mean, planets blow up all the time in Starverse. Star Wars. Leia probably thought, meh, just another Tuesday. That could happen. The glorious Toxic Man Flu for $5 says KK said she was going to do this to Star Wars, so why is anyone surprised? Also, Orville sucked since episode 4 of season 2. I disagree. And okay,
I stopped watching after season 1.
That's a strong word.
It's a very strong word, and I'm going to this is going to be an unpopular take. The second to last episode, the child of Bortus wanting to be a female, she was what do you call those people that we used to call her? They're
hermaphrodites.
Yeah, but what do they call them now, dude? You can't say that anymore.
No, that's the medical term. That's the one you can say.
But you can't. You got to say intersectional or something.
Intersectional?
Yeah, something like that.
That's
a real word.
Planetary
You're a
intergalactic.
person with both parts.
Dude,
a snail. Just say
look it
the
up.
snail person. Because snails have both parts.
Well, anyways, that's somebody who was parents made a decision when they were born and made the wrong choice. It's not, but that's not.
Well, the doctor gets guessed. That's all they do
much,
is guess.
That's what they do exactly.
See?
So, Yeah, the cat agrees. Riff says for $5, and Riff, it's good to see you, brother. Hail Scott, sending some love on a lazy Sunday morning. I'd rather see a Star Wars show about Ned Flanders at this point. Heidi do Sitharunios. That was good.
I like that.
Well, I could probably give a stab in the dark at the question about the box office since culture.
Okay,
yeah, I was
please do,
thinking
yeah.
350.
Overall, I think it's gonna perform just below Doctor Strange, and that I'm adjusting from my original estimates because going by what it did on Friday, it actually went down on Friday compared to Thursday. So that tells me that word of mouth is not helping this movie. In fact, it's getting a B plus in the cinema score, which is not good.
Yeah.
Is that a normal thing for it to drop from Thursday to Friday? Because I thought it would increase.
It would increase.
Exactly. Usually. Normally it would increase. This is not good. It's only made 69 million in its first 2 days. It made 29 of that on Thursday.
Yeah.
So it only made 20 million yesterday.
Wow.
And at this point, with a cinema score like B plus, let's look to put that into comparison. The Eternals got a B on the cinema score. If a cinema score is anything lower than an A plus or an A, that's usually not good. They always get high ratings, but so if they're in that B minus C range, then they're really bad movies.
Right. Well, my good friend just put out a tweet, and I find it to be like, look at what has happened to Thor. Oh, sex bots are back. Hold on, where is it?
I think
By the way, my buddy Mahler just put out a really interesting video.
Dick. That's my boy. That's my boy Mahler. We're really tight. We hung out on Nina's channel last weekend. No big whoop.
Cool. I'm just gonna check something.
We changed everything around here.
He doesn't follow me. Shut up.
As they were.
He doesn't want to show.
Pretend on our
He doesn't want to
How'd you know? We come here battling like Bildsnipe.
Like what?
The Bildsnipe. You know, huge, scaly, big antlers. You don't have those?
Don't think so.
Okay, that's appropriate. You know, like he's an alien. That's appropriate, even though he's been probably coming back and forth to Earth for 500-600 years, easy, 1,000 years, but whatever.
At least since DB Cooper.
Yes.
It's like it's funny because he's a fish out of water.
Yeah. There you go. And they've just taken it to the next level.
They are repulsive.
I think 7 or 8 levels.
They trample everything in their path.
I mean, this is deep right here. They used to call it war. One of my favorite lines coming up.
When I first came to Earth, Loki's rage followed me here, and your people paid the price. And now
be careful, you might end up getting
they
a lot.
Don't worry, they nail me every week for freaking something.
Yeah,
they talked over. Look, Lord of the Rings on the Mad.
That was
Wednesday.
because it wasn't released yet. That trailer wasn't released. That's why we got.
All I did was Google, and it was the first one that popped up.
Yeah, that's not our fault.
Yeah,
they
the
totally
trailer
took my
officially
money.
dropped 2 days ago.
Dude, it was a shit fucking trailer too to get claimed on.
And they claimed it and took my money. They're dicks.
Well, did you see how much trouble Taika Waititi was having on set? Like,
no. Hold on. Let's just finish my good friend Mahler's video. Hold on. We're really tight.
In my youth, I called it war.
I might have watched this one. Okay, so we're gonna fast forward because I don't want to really get hit for that. And he's
you can also turn down the volume.
Oh, maybe I could do that. Yeah.
Is this supposed to be a flashback of that time?
No, this is at the beginning of the new movie. Okay, and he is living on this planet, and that's like their holiest site. Okay, their god was like, their god is
that's
gone.
their fault.
Well, he's not living on the planet. They're there to help them.
Right, but
they're just visiting.
Am I the only one who's seen the movie here besides Grant?
No,
I did. I watched this actual slotslights.com video.
That explains it.
Yeah,
I saw it at the theater. I saw it in the D box.
I couldn't
wasn't
do it
impressed.
To myself. I couldn't do it to myself. I don't want to give them money.
I wasn't gonna give them money for this.
Yeah.
So this was Taika Waititi on set having a lot of trouble.
Okay. I mean, they're joking around.
Yeah,
I know, they're just mucking around.
It's a bit.
I mean, it's a bit, but you know what I hate?
It feels like it's going on as long as his other jokes.
Look at
this is almost funnier than anything in the movie, actually.
Look at this guy over here. Let me just go back and look at this guy, and he looks at the person recording, and it's almost like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
Yeah, dude. I mean, he's gone too.
Watch this guy.
Warm me.
Warm me. Tycho. Oh God, Tycho. He's so hilarious.
This is so stupid.
It is the dumbest shit.
I can't stand this dude.
Yeah, can we just, are we missing something?
It's weird when you get these directors who are really good at the smaller scale, and then when they get
indie flicks.
It's like it wrecked me with like what happened with Rian Johnson, because he was such a great director before Star Wars.
Yeah.
Last night I compared this movie to M. Night Shyamalan's The Village, right? Because like, so M. Night Shyamalan was, man, he had that hit. He had what I See Dead People, and then he had I'm really a superhero, but I can drown, and then he had like
Unbreakable.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yep.
And then he had like The Village, and then he had Lady in the Water.
Yeah.
After Earth, like if Taka Waikiki doesn't turn it around, you know, he's gonna be going down this road where they won't even put his name on it, like they did with M. Night Shyamalan After Earth.
But that's why I like Antoine Fuqua so much.
I love him.
Consistently good.
He's my
if his name
favorite.
is attached to something, I'm in.
Absolutely. He has made some of Fury.
What's he made?
Is one of my
he
favorite.
did Fury?
Yeah.
King Arthur is still my favorite. I love it.
I mean, he did End of Watch too, didn't he? He did Terminal List for sure.
No
he did Southpaw.
The Terminal is so good.
Dude,
he did the King Kong Ain't Got Shit on Me. What's that one?
Training Day.
Training Day. Yeah.
I didn't like that one.
What? Wait,
no,
hold on.
I'm sorry. I that's one of the movies I felt like oh my God, I'm blanking on his name. One of the greatest actors. Yeah, Denzel. I felt like Denzel was fit. I didn't like him in that role, and Ethan Hawke.
I didn't like him in that role, but it was a well done movie.
Oh no, it was well done, I guess, but I'm King Kong. Like, come on. Anyways, so Taco Waititi asked Natalie Portman, "Have you ever wanted to be in a Star Wars movie? Like if this isn't a joke, how do you give these people the power to make a movie?"
Like, the way in which it was worded and everything, I believe it was a tongue-in-cheek one. He's known for trolling. He likes to troll.
Yes.
I think this is designed purely and simply for people to make articles and everything about it, just so he can have a laugh at it.
Right? You think so? I would like to hear what,
dude, 100%.
I would like to hear what Raging Ryan has to say within 500 words.
I agree with Mr. GG. He's just trolling in saying that, but like there is some interesting things that he did say throughout this interview about like his Star Wars movie. He seems to be the kind of person that actually doesn't really care. Like,
I'll kill your mythos.
Truly doesn't care.
I really believe he wasn't trolling when he said he was upset and was like, "I'll destroy your mythos." Like, he doesn't care.
That maybe.
Like, because it's almost like he did Ragnarok, and it was like, okay, this is different. Thor is getting to a place where like, okay, I can't wait to see where he goes from here. And then like this movie is like Ragnarok again, just a little bit more goofier and Axl Rose a lot.
But I just don't like how they take two different comic book runs that have nothing to do with each other and try and smash it together.
Right. Like, what are the two runs again? You got the Jane Foster.
Yeah, you got the Almighty Thor, and then Gore the God Killer, God Butcher.
Yeah.
And then they had World War Hulk on with the other one and Ragnarok. So like you had two different.
Why are they rushing these? Why are they fucking rushing them? So what else has he said about the Star Wars movie? Raging.
There was who put it out? Data Racer. Go to Data Racer's Twitter.
Data Racer? Okay, you can do it. Thanks. Doing great though. Keep up the good work. Yeah, I'd like to see that.
I'd like to get the exact thing because I can't remember.
Yeah, go for it, dude. It's one of those things where, okay, is he a troll or is he not? Like, what do you guys think?
I think he's a troll.
Yeah. Yeah, he likes to goof, but I really think.
But I wouldn't put it past him to have literally forgotten because he's also a dope.
Yeah. He seems like he likes to have a good time, if you know what I mean.
I think it goes along with his piss poor sense of humor.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't. I don't know. What do we got here? All right. So I'm going to bring up this talk, please. And I'll bring this up.
Yeah. So he did do like a 4.5 hour. And the way I looked at this one, it was kind of like a like a YouTube supercut of all the best moments that he really loved put into a 2-hour movie because it's edited hard. Like you can see it's just choppy as shit because there's so many things that were taken out. Yeah. Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
Sorry, Love and Thunder.
Especially that last half, it feels very hacked up.
Very cheesy too in a way. I don't know. Like that's infinity. You know, like that is the representation of infinity. And it just I didn't feel the awesomeness. He could have went to
it at any time. Why didn't he ever go? Why didn't they go to it? As soon as Natalie found out that thing can do it, why didn't they go, oh, we need to go?
Right. Right. Like, look, hey, sneak out the back door. Let's go. You know?
Why didn't
she threw it up into space.
Yeah. I mean, what if he was worthy and just put his hand out?
Don't really worry about that one. That we already talked about
okay.
that. That's just forgetting the Natalie Portman. It's this
All right,
one.
so it's this one. Honestly, yes, but I saw someone online made an interesting point. If you go too far away from everything we've known, why is it even Star Wars? Why not just make a fresh science fiction movie? You know what? Whoever said that is actually probably right. Now that I think about it, like as you were saying that, I was like, yeah, if you take away all of the Star Wars stuff, it's not Star Wars. So I retract my things that I said a couple of weeks ago.
It's so funny. I did a video not that long ago of the importance of lore and continuity.
Yeah.
And I basically go into the fact that as soon as you start to dismantle one of these things or like, you know, basically destroy the canon, it no longer continues to be the thing it's supposed to be. And I was talking about like Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, Star Trek, like all of these things are now changing the lore around what made these things so great.
Right.
And it's now no longer continuing to be that thing.
Yeah.
And it's also, like I said, I'm making another video at the moment where it almost feels like especially in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, they've removed the realities of the Star Wars universe from the universe.
Right.
That's the conclusion that I've come to. So basically what basically what it seems like is, other than like, let's say Kenobi becoming an absolute fucking retard and cutting himself off from the Force, other than that, the universe around him has not changed since the end of Revenge of the Sith.
Right. I mean, he's so scared, dude. He's so scared. Like Leia's like, that's not my name, Dad. Yeah, he's just like, oh. Yeah.
So bad.
So bad, dude. The rocks. Oh, man. I mean, the rocks.
The rocks, man. Look, the Force is about rocks.
Yeah.
It's about lifting them, throwing them,
right,
stacking them.
I mean, we
throwing
got
moon rocks at Iron Man.
You got to throw rocks, dude. If you don't have rocks in your superhero movie, like, what are
That's
you
why
doing?
Geo's the best character. He is a literal.
Just throwing his family members around.
He's so swiftly as well. That's what I like about him.
Did anybody know that She-Hulk actress Tatiana Maslany claims show is inspired by transgender musician Sophie?
What?
Hence show is female. Yeah, I'm gonna share that now, Jane.
What?
It's good stuff. Here we go from the great Bounding into Comics.
I read this earlier.
Yeah, dude, unbelievable. Here we go.
What in the?
Got it. All right. So this is her. Oh shit, that was fast. That's her. Awesome CGI, guys. She-Hulk actress. I just read that, and they're gonna say it again. John, love you. John's been on the show. Check out the show. Yeah. So it's.
How is it show based on a character that's been around for decades?
Right.
Inspired by some random musician.
Right. I guess we're gonna find out.
It's called science.
I mean. Yes, definitely.
And then a man at that. She's always been a girl.
Right. A hot girl at that.
Yeah, a very feminine.
Very
hot
feminine.
girl.
Diesel, like powerful, Hulk.
Even as Hulk, she's always been a hot girl.
Hell yeah.
Well, except for that one little iteration that they had not that long ago.
Oh, get that picture.
None of the new stuff counts.
Yeah. Well, she spoke to Empire Magazine and discussing her friendship with Hulk actor Mark Ruffalo. We were so goofy, like two kids who had been. Oh, wait a minute. She's English, isn't she? We were so goofy, like she's two Russian. Kids who. She's Russian. like two kids who had been handed shoes. No, that's not
What's
Russian.
Scottish, dude?
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
I fucked that up. By our
Drunken Scottish
parents and told to go and play in the sandbox.
Oh, do Zeus. Do Zeus. That'll get you to the Russian accent.
All right, hold on. Crikey. So when she does the show inspired by Sophie, she goes, I always come back to Sophie. Who's this amazing trans artist who unfortunately died last year? What I love.
Sound like a Vulcan a little bit.
What I love about Sophie's music is
Oh,
this-
whoa. You went a little Pacific with that last little bit.
What I love about the Sophie, she's a big
totally
boy.
Greek. Music is this.
By way of Philippines?
Yeah, well, just stick with me. Music is this combo, organic and electrical industrial type sounds that felt connected
Is this French?
to
Yeah, no, he
She-Hulk.
turned toward France.
It's
Not even that,
It
too.
was
I have
crazy
no idea
'cause
what's happening right now.
You went through. You went them from like Borax country. I don't know what it's called, and then you made a left into France.
Hold on a second before you scroll down. Did anybody actually pay any attention to the words?
No,
not at all.
I don't
not
know-
a
I
bit.
don't even know what
Because he's just in Europe, just doing this shit. Went, oh, Pacific Islands, and then right back up here.
I did. I
Like-
nailed it.
Oh my god!
I nailed it, and that's a
Hold
Sporky
on.
Maybe
fact.
one.
I nailed it.
Oh, did they say somewhere in there that they were like goofing around? Yeah, we were goofing around.
like two kids.
It sounds like what the MCU Phase 4 is. It's basically just created by people goofing around and some kids.
Yeah, well, and the
Which
girl
can
taking
work
it.
out okay.
Yeah.
Not on this.
Kids would come up with a better story than what we've got.
Where did it work out okay though?
Yeah, where did it?
Oh
work
no,
out
not in
okay?
the MCU.
Oh,
I mean
okay.
in general.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Having fun on set. Like
Like you have
look at the Ocean 11 movies. They went
Like
on
you-
vacation and had a great time.
a
Adam
Black
Sandler.
Widow. I'm sorry, dude. A Black Widow is like very sensual and sexual, and they give us a very gorgeous woman taking over Black Widow, and she's frumpy. She's wearing like baggy clothes and stuff. Like
I thought she was the best part of the movie.
she was. She's a very talented. Her Russian accent,
her last name
little off, little off. but,
What?
I mean, it's
I
not as good
liked
as
her
mine.
character. I just didn't
Yeah, I
like-
did too.
I don't know.
So
I
yeah,
don't know.
it's about Sophie. She also teases the show and how
You
She-Hulk
skipped
will.
the part where she talks about the rest.
I said the whole thing. Oh God,
Yeah,
you guys
but-
missed it.
We missed it because you were
Always.
talking- No, don't say it like that. Just say it in your voice.
Okay.
No, do the accent.
I'm not. I'm gonna say it in my voice. All right, crikey! I always come back to Sophie. Who's this amazing trans artist who unfortunately died last year? What I love about Sophie's music is the combo of organic and electrical industrial type crikey sounds that felt connected to She-Hulk.
How was that connected to She-Hulk?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't see how. And also,
In
she
what
died.
way
or
is
he,
that
she,
have
whatever he
anything to
died
do
in
with her
2021.
personality?
Well, organic makes me think of green.
No, she was a redhead.
Oh shit. Okay.
I don't know. Maybe there's turntables involved in some way
Maybe
in
a
this
microphone?
series.
Microphone
them?
too. Yeah,
Well, two
of them?
turntables. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm a loser, you know.
So why don't you kill him?
Well, in the age of chimpanzee, I was a monkey.
There you
That's
go.
a fact.
Is
That was-
anyone on
It's
this
just not
panel?
something I would associate with her character, even her human version.
Right.
Is anyone on this panel actually going to watch this show?
Oh, I'm gonna watch every
Yes.
episode.
Me
Because
too.
We're gonna review it.
Yeah,
Right, yeah.
Jane and I and Az, we're going to be doing a review
Stop.
of it.
Just stop. Stop.
What happened?
Not on my panel. So
What?
me, Jane, and Az are going to review
Oh,
it.
you son of a bitch.
It's going to be pretty good. We'll hang out with Mahler
what?
and Nina. My
No, you know what,
girlfriends.
Scott? You and I, we will do a review and we'll put it the same time that Jane and Az do theirs.
Yeah, because I don't want anybody watching my channel. So, anyways.
And then
Well,
week
I
two,
think
we'll
I think
switch.
Tatiana's has done enough for me to watch the series with everything she did with Orphan Black.
Right.
So,
right.
So I'll watch it based purely and simply on the fact that I know that even with some bad scripts and that, she can pull it off. And she's green. She has
And she's
boobs.
green. And I mean, good butt. She is an awesome actress. I mean, she really is. She also explains she really is the antithesis of most
Antifa.
Antifa of most superhero narratives. You heard it here first, and that's a Sporking fact.
Fact.
Doom. There's this great element of denial in her that's relatable. For me, it was about rejecting what happened for as long as I could, as that's what causes the fun tension between Jennifer and She-Hulk. Wait a minute. Are they separate?
How are they separate? But like, when she's in She-Hulk form, she's like,
she like controls it.
Yeah.
It took Bruce years to be able to figure it out, but she does it on her first transformation.
Dude, he gave her the cheat code. It's not that hard. But
yeah.
Of course, Tina.
Oh, of course.
Of course, Tina. She's looking forward to it, and that's why we love her. I gotta say the best series so far by Marvel is Miss Marvel. Even though it's not made for me, it's the best show they've made yet.
It's the one show I quit halfway through the first episode. I'm like, this isn't for me. It's good. Not for me.
It's not for us. Why ask why? Let Disney die. Tommy.
He's a poet and he just didn't know he was rhyming.
Oh, snap. I don't know, man. So she keeps talking in this interview. She's in a career that's
oh my God.
I know.
Who does that? Who's being interviewed and talks this much?
Right? And with all these different voices. She's in a career that's male-dominated and incredibly vicious. And
real quick, I read this. Is it really male-dominated, though?
Not
it's
anymore.
male-dominated, but it's not vicious and hierarchical.
Like, because wouldn't the males be worried they're going to get sued?
What does hierarchical mean?
Hierarchical.
Hierarchical. Where you can't break or you can't
Meaning
grow.
a part of a hierarchy.
Glass ceiling.
Oh, hierarchy. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. God,
what the hell is glass seasoning?
Glass seasonings are
But
delicious.
it's not true because, I mean, she's a lawyer. So if you don't like where you are, you can put out your own, shingle.
I think there's only one
your own
firm.
law firm.
There's only one firm.
There's only one firm in the world.
In the MCU, one firm. So she goes on to say, when she's heading this superhuman firm, that's where we get some really fun characters that she's either defending or in opposition of. It's like this really absurd take on a legal show like Ally McBeal. I added that.
Oh my God.
Someone said, did they change the color of Mark Ruffalo?
You can't stop this feeling deep inside of me.
Come on, Tom, kick it. I thought
And
you
then,
guys were gonna have a
let's
harmony.
back up a little bit.
Okay, definitely.
She owns the law firm, right?
Don't realize.
She owns the law firm.
She does?
She does. She heads it, right? She's a partner or owner.
A partner is an
No,
owner,
I thought
right?
she works for
It says she's heading in this show.
the department. Yeah, the superhero
firm.
thing. But like, but in the trailer though, like the dude's like, I'm gonna assign you to the superhero division.
Oh, I thought they transferred their whole firm to a superhero firm. Maybe, I don't know.
I don't
Well,
know
right,
this.
Then what she's saying just doesn't make any sense then.
No, but she's, you know what, Jane, she took a trans musician and focused the energy on that. So like, she can't really know what the show's about. Come on.
You can't. Clearly, clearly she does it and she's in it. So.
Yeah. I would like to see her be like, what's up? All right.
But see, I bet she has a devil's haircut in her mind.
The other thing is, if she, being a superhero herself, she should have her own. Why are you working for anyone?
Wouldn't there be a conflict of interest?
No, it's not like you're married to
How?
one of those
Okay, if
superheroes.
you're a superhero.
Oh, you're about to get racist, dude.
Yeah, that's where that's headed.
What? Give
So
me
if
a
you're
second.
Asian, you can't,
No. I'll tell you when I'm going to be racist.
Okay. Well, let's hear what you're
So I'm about to be
say.
racist.
Send all emails to Matt Cheesemo.
madbarber at gmail.com. No. So if you're a superhero, right? I feel like there's a conflict of interest if you are representing other superheroes.
Right.
No.
Or no, I'm sorry. If you're prosecuting superheroes, as a superhero, I feel like there's a bias there.
How would there be? Why would there be a bias?
Why? Because that's your people.
That's kind of dumb.
That's your people.
So you're saying a black lawyer can't go against black defendants? What is
I wouldn't recommend it.
Okay, let's move on, everybody.
There you go.
But look, the superhero like community is a lot smaller. It's less than 1%. Now they do account for almost 90% of the destruction.
That was good, Matt. That was good.
Yep. And most of them don't have fathers at home.
No, they don't. Those bastards. You know, look at Steve Rogers. Dad died on him. What a dick.
Uncle Ben.
Yep.
All of them have dead parents.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
Release.
Did you see?
Yeah, go ahead.
Did you see Chris Evans' tweet?
No.
Yes, I did.
Oh yeah.
Which one's that?
Sam Wilson is the
Sam
real.
Wilson is Captain America or something
Yeah.
like that, and everybody's. I just put a tweet out there saying
It's Chris
Ray.
Evans. Oh, I thought you said somebody else.
I just put a tweet out there saying Ray is Palpatine.
That's a sporking fact.
I have no idea why they're fighting the fans on that. Like, why are you in this? People like what they like. They like the version they like. What is the problem?
It doesn't help that they themselves were setting it up to be the Winter Soldier for years in movies, and then out of nowhere, like, we're gonna give it to this guy.
Yeah. Oh, tension in the country. Well,
Yeah.
give it to Sam Wilson.
Well, what do you expect?
Yeah.
Biden's got a bad memory, so he didn't have the right cue card.
Can we see that?
Wow. I don't know if you want to
Repeat the line.
share this, so I'm going to put it in the private chat, and
Okay.
I'll let you decide.
Is there a penis?
Comments that Matt is trivializing
I
the
saw-
superhuman community.
Who said that?
Mad, you damn bigot, Tommy.
Toxic Man. I love Tom. Toxic Man Flu for $5 says Scott's fat bastard impression is legendary. I eat because I'm sad. I'm sad because I eat. That's a sporking fact.
Speaking of sporking facts,
Yep. Toxic
nice.
Man. Toxic Man Flu for $2 says, looks like I am back to the strip clubs for action. Yeah. Oh, thanks, buddy. Toxic Man Flu for another $2. He supports my channel. When did this become simping news clout chasing cast? As soon as Disney gives me the money, it's on, dude. And
What time did he send that? Because I don't even know what he's referring to. It sounds like that was meant for a different stream.
Totally.
He must have mixed it up.
Thanks for the save. And release the McCracken 1 month member for 2 months. 1 month member for 2 months. Oberyn Martell level. He says, hey, lol. Thanks, buddy. All right. So I'll take a look at this. Keep talking about this amazing new show that we're about to see.
So excited.
Can't wait.
Like literally, if it wasn't for like YouTube is the only reason I'm watching any of this stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Is this a real poster, dude?
You know you're the only one that can see it.
No,
No, it's in the private chat.
Yeah, it's in the private chat. Jane,
I don't think it's.
I'm
I
not
don't
just
think
asking you because you're a black
think
woman,
it's a
but I
meme.
would like you to look at it.
It's a meme.
I got it.
Gotta
I'm
be.
adjacent.
You are adjacent. That's
He's
true.
black adjacent.
Yep.
I can use my card for something else sometimes. So I'm good.
I don't think it's real.
What is it?
I don't think.
It's Maria Rambeau. And the
No.
that's not Maria
Is it?
Rambeau. I thought that was
You may want to check before you start making that.
Monica Rambeau.
No, that's not Rambo, dude.
That's not
Yeah.
Rambo.
No,
It's Lauren Hill. I don't know who is it. It's
Whoa, bro.
Look, Lauren Hill was beautiful in the 90s, and she kind of looks like her.
Dude, I closed that tab immediately. I don't even want to be.
Why? What are you talking
Why did
about?
it spell it with a U?
Well, because she's a girl.
Right?
That's racist. I don't
You know, like Lizzo, girl power.
And they also
Now with
put
20% less bigotry.
Okay, let's move on.
They also
the
put
problem
marijuana
with
leaves
her-
in the background of the text.
I think the problem with her is right now, every black female character has to be bald. So
and she has hair.
it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Well, no. What about Moses Ingram?
That's
Well, you're
Star
right.
Wars.
That's one exception.
Yeah, she refused to let them touch that hair.
It's
If she did hold her ground, then bravo.
yeah, good for her. Because I love my hair.
Because even in the terminal list, which I loved, by the way,
All three
the one black girl in his bald
She
too.
stood out for me. Like as much as they wanted the Hispanic chick to be like, oh, she's on the same level. I'm like, shut the fuck. No, that's it. But
Okay.
the
I didn't
two,
finish
I think she may have spoken 2 scenes. The chick you're talking about, loved her. I'm like, oh, her, I believe. This other, no.
Like I'm on episode 5 or 6 of that show. It is.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it. I wish.
Okay.
like,
I did too.
That's good. I just got to talk about this moment with
please.
somebody. So everybody here has seen the first 2 episodes.
Yeah.
of what?
Okay, of the
Terminalist. Yeah.
Yeah. It's fantastic.
I love the end of the second episode. when you haven't, Tom? Well then, oh man, I got it.
That's his fault. Go on.
Yeah, go on.
The end of the second
love you, Tom.
episode when his got that federal guy, and he's obviously in his bedroom, and wakes him up by putting his gun in his mouth. Fucking awesome.
Oh, the NCIS guy, yeah.
Yeah, but the way, you're starting to think, he looks at his arms and the clue isn't there, and you're thinking to yourself, man, he is freaking out. This isn't right. And then all of a sudden, he drops the name, and you're
I
like,
still didn't think
what?
it was, though.
Yeah,
no.
Oh, man.
It was episode 3 that got me when the guy shot at them, and even then I was like,
I was worried that he was going to be... Damn it, motherfucker. Are you serious right now?
That was
I was going to say, I was really worried they were going to stick with the
you can't even say it. Mr. Grant.
I had it. No, the unreliable narrator for for the whole show. And I like Memento almost. I'm like, I don't want that.
What a good movie, though.
It was perfect how they laid it out.
It's better if you watch it backwards.
I'd say there was a little bit of a lull, sort of, I think, in the middle around sort of episodes 4 or 5.
Love you,
I don't
Toxic.
think it was that funny.
And no, a lull.
Fuck. Dude, why are they putting ads in the middle of my live stream? I'm sorry.
I don't know. Maybe y'all should get
money.
YouTube.
Let it go.
Okay.
Get YouTube Premium.
But people leave.
Well, they shouldn't leave.
They should get
they
YouTube
should?
Premium. It's great.
Should not.
No, should not. Thank you, Jane.
Anyway,
go ahead.
There was a bit of a lull in the middle, and I was thinking that it wasn't going to sort of pick back up again. But man, I'm not going to say anything because obviously there's people that haven't finished watching it.
I don't want to spoil that. It's good.
I love
that scene though, where it's going through his mind and he's playing it through, and he has a little bit of a break where it's like, but that would mean I did XYZ.
Right.
And then he's like, oh no, I did not do that.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And then,
I get it. I get that
the
because
butler did it. Sorry, go ahead.
No, because I've had the same experience. When we were hit, I remember putting myself out and looking up at Lance when Lance came up, and I remember saying, "No, go. I'm fine. Go check on the others."
Lance again? Lance
he was one of the guys. He was in the Humvee behind us.
Oh, okay.
And so anyway, we're all back. We're all BS, and we're drinking one night, and we're talking about it. He goes, "Bro, you didn't say anything to me. Like, why the fuck did you run off then?" We'll stick with my version of the story. But yeah, we guess it's totally different. So
yeah, that's awesome, dude.
There's
It's
so
not
much
awesome.
about that show.
It's not awesome at
That's
all.
awesome, dude. You got a hit. And
Totally heard myself say that, and I was like, "That is wrong," and I apologize profusely.
At least you didn't say
Man,
congratulations.
Mad. I honestly had no idea that you served, and I will say thank you for your service.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have to. You're
No, my pronouns are so. Thank you.
Man, cut me off in the middle of a grade.
Yeah, no, I was saving you from having to answer an Australian about that.
What I was gonna say was you don't have to thank me. I didn't do shit for your country.
Yeah,
you obviously did it for your country, but by default, you assisted our country. So,
hold on. I'm sorry for 1 second.
Always thank people.
I like to. I like to read a statement.
Shut up, Scott.
I apologize profusely to all the veterans. I have the utmost respect and know not to thank veterans on Memorial Day, but on Veterans Day, and to respect veterans that have passed, people who've served on Memorial Day, which a lot of people don't understand. My dad and grandfather both served, and I was too much of a pussy. And I want to thank you, everyone who served, and make sure I have a country where people can, bring children to weird parades, if you know what I mean.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Thank you.
Wow.
Did that not come off right?
Clearly, you lost my draft.
I was not working off the cuff. Dude, I've been up since 2 a.m. I tried.
Okay,
all right,
so
save me, please.
With what?
I don't know. Say something.
Oh, you're forgiven.
Thanks, dude. Well, that's awesome. Brom, please forgive me. Anywho,
I'm ordained. I can do that.
Yeah, there's other things out there, like Korg. Korg is now gay.
By the way, I don't want to hear shit about. I don't want to hear anybody else like, "Oh, Mad's Wednesday shows goes off the rails. It's cuckoo bananas." I don't play clips every 3 seconds like this.
Well,
there's order in my chaos.
I have an amazing producer, and he does it when I want him to. Hold on, I got talking about the Terminalist, because they say it's like a right wing show.
Revenge
Revenge,
fantasy.
like yeah,
it is a
porn.
revenge fantasy, and I love those movies.
Yeah,
I don't.
Law-Abiding Citizen is one of my favorite movies.
it's gonna be biblical.
Oh, don't forget The Principal. Is that one? Yeah, is that the one with
Go ahead, buddy.
Oh, Tom Sizemore. He was in one. What was that one called? The Substitute. Nailed it.
Good job. All right, so Tucker, please don't hit me for a copyright claim.
I've triggered quite a few of these critics, and I have a couple examples here. Daily Beast titled their review, "The Terminal List is an unhinged right-wing revenge fantasy," which is odd because right, left, conservative, liberal.
By the way, this is the author of the actual.
Yeah, he was a Navy
book.
SEAL. He retired in 2016.
How was it right wing?
Because you care about your family dying.
See, this is the narrative now,
because you're
Jane.
actually taking revenge for your family and your country instead of taking revenge for somebody using the wrong pronouns.
Oh, Barons are not
But this is
Sizemore,
also
sorry.
what it is, because it's not left wing and it doesn't have any woke shit in it.
Mm-hmm.
By default,
it's right
ergo it's right wing.
But what's
Like,
so funny is it's incredibly diverse. The director is black,
A
African.
little
at
too
that.
diverse for my time.
What in
And
the
it's got Chris
movie?
Pratt in it. It's got Chris Pratt
yeah,
in it. which
it's
they all
literally
hate.
the only thing about it is Chris Pratt is in it. Everything about this movie is every other movie that's been made that has
This
guns.
is pure. This show is pure entertainment. This is what I've been saying for years. What happened to my favorite show?
Mm-hmm.
And this just spiked right to the very top of one of my most favorite things to watch in the last 10 years. That's come out in the last 10 years, the Terminal List.
I gotta say, they did it the perfect, like you guys were saying before, the perfect amount of not like keeping him in his head, you know, and like, is it real? Is it like? I'm glad they didn't go too far with that. Kind of like what Matt said.
I've ended up getting my sister and brother-in-law hooked, my other
Spoilers.
sister and my other brother-in-law hooked, and my best mate is watching it with his wife, and he's got her hooked.
Right.
Like, this show is just excellent entertainment. It's just pure entertainment.
That's it.
And it's better. It's better than the book too. A lot better than the book.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're gonna play a little bit more of this. You know, this guy again, Matt. He served as a Navy SEAL for how long? Like,
oh man, he I think he retired in 2016.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No,
Just
go ahead.
before you push play again, there's one other observation that I've sort of made since the Terminal List has come out, and that is people who are like, you know, especially the YouTube community, people that are reviewing these things and stuff like that. How many people, like even us talking about the Terminal List now, we don't want to spoil it. We want people to go and watch it and experience this entertainment for themselves.
Yeah.
But when it comes to something like Thor, Love and Thunder, it's that shit that
We
we don't
start
care
at the
that we
end.
spoil it.
Well,
we don't
people-
even tell you that we're going to spoil it. We just
Nah.
spoil it because it's that bad.
Well, because people
Yeah,
come
we
here.
didn't even care that we told everyone that Jane dies in it.
Yeah, like, well, the truth is we watch it so they don't have to, and people truly like send me messages. Thank you for watching that garbage. It was a fun stream.
Yeah, I get that
This one,
too.
I felt bad that I just said what I said, you know, because like for the Terminal List, because I don't want to ruin it for anybody.
When you said it, I was like,
I know, I
"Oh."
bit my. I'm sorry, guys, if I ruined every moment.
It's
I
all
still
right.
haven't
Rhino,
finished it.
Rhino ruined it
One
for
more.
me last night on stream. As soon as I got on there, I found out the ending.
Oh,
That was
Ah!
because you got in the back room and fucking Lethal didn't bring you in, and we were just talking about it. It wasn't my fault. I didn't know you were there.
One more thing about this show that's not a spoiler, I think people sort of get the idea, is that and it actually goes against the whole narrative that's playing out now between the left and the right over this show. I think they're both wrong
Okay,
because the character, his priority is his family.
family.
And
Country.
he's going through the government,
That's
the
his
military,
motivation.
politics, all
But-
of it. The
but see-
contractors, the corporations,
Right.
anything in his way between him and revenge is
Yep.
getting taken out.
And
But that's the problem, Jane.
But the only politics that is
Oh, we're
in
telling
the
too
show,
much, guys. We're telling too much.
No, hang on. But the only politics that is in this show
Okay,
is
ruin it.
relevant to the story. It's not like it's beating you over the
all
head with
politics
climate
is
change or
relative.
something like that. I don't think there's any of that.
No, it's all about greed.
It is about greed.
Yeah.
I have so much I want to
think
say,
it's
but
more
I'm
about
trying to
greed.
save it for tomorrow because I'm going to be reviewing it on Infinity, Nina Infinity.
on our
little
show?
channel.
Jane
little
and I
channel. I'm
show?
going to give her that mad bump, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Come see
I-
Jane and
I
I,
would-
who are on there every week.
I was. I like to think that I'd take some responsibility for Nina starting her YouTube channel.
Okay, I mean, if you need that.
Me and John Talks.
Oh,
We did on the Fantastic Four when we were doing those streams with John
Dude,
Talks.
those streams were awesome.
We were telling her, you need to start a fucking channel. Start your channel. Start your channel. Start your channel. And she eventually did.
Dude, that was
I'd
one
like
of my
to say.
favorite shows you guys all did. I loved it. I loved it. I'm glad you guys are here now. But I love that show. I haven't talked to John. God, man. John,
But
talks
John
if you're out
doesn't-
there. Guys, message or tweet John and say, hey, next week, come on Sporking News Podcast on Saturday.
On a Wednesday.
On
Man, you could reach out to him. I'll reach out
I will.
to him.
I haven't talked to him in so long.
I
but
don't
love
know
the
him.
guy. Yeah, because you're not.
Well, the other thing with what John's done is he's just gone completely away from all the streaming that he ever did.
Yeah.
And he's just doing his little clip videos.
He wants to call the hypocrisy of what's going on.
Oh,
All
they're
right.
great. I'm saying.
Yeah.
Are not even mentioned in the show, but I think it may be because the protagonist is competent with weapons and tactics. He's strong. He holds those in power accountable. And that could be unsettling for some, particularly some maybe senior members of the military who have failed upwards over the last 20 years.
Burn!
Oh, wow.
Yo, did you know what they're doing in the army now?
What?
So you can shower according to the gender you identify as.
Oh, Jesus.
Chopped or not.
Look at Tucker Carlson's face, like when he said that. Like, he's so happy.
You know, the idea that, okay, please don't take this wrong because I say stupid shit. But like the sexual assaults will probably rise because of that.
Here's the thing. I think what they're trying to do, if
wasn't-
you remember in Aliens,
Saying maybe. Yes.
Yeah.
that was a thing.
Yeah, like
And I
totally.
think in a lot of the futuristic shows, sort of
Starship
the universal,
Troopers?
Yeah,
Right.
but it's not realistic.
No.
Like we're not
Their
there yet.
boobs were way too small. I agree.
So hang on. If a person is competent with
For the
weapons
future.
and knows good tactics, does
Yeah.
that make it a right-wing movie?
Well, that's what he's saying. That's
Well,
what they're
that
pointing
means
out.
that every single fucking military
Rambo.
movie,
Not true.
Mm-hmm.
Hurt Locker, they got everything wrong.
No, I thought that was pretty accurate from what I've heard from people, my sources.
I think they don't like the guns and people going outside the law to use them, I guess.
Yes. I mean, I like legal guns.
Oh, so is John Wick right-wing?
Yeah.
These days, probably.
He's
It's a
going
complete
after
fantasy,
immigrants.
but this is the thing that's crazy. This is the thing that's insane about these people is these are complete fantasy stories.
Right.
Right. So, like, yeah, this story of the terminal list is embedded in a real world on Earth. It is embedded in the real world, but none of it is real.
It's not real, but this is the thing I would say. I do think that it's a reality that there are people and
Oh,
people in my family, I would count among them, who, if what happened to his family happened to us,
It's on.
it would be absolute terrorism.
I would
there
trip
be
over the
no
doorway.
question about it. It would be Timothy McVeigh level.
Like the neighborhood might even join you. Like if a community's that tight, you know, and that's the thing that got me a little weird. Like everybody knew him. Everybody knew his character, you know, and like he got because I thought, oh man, I'm not going to say that.
We don't want to spoil it.
No, I'll say it backstage.
You need to watch it. Everybody's
got to watch
this
it.
show.
Because I still haven't finished it, so I might actually be right. Okay, here we go.
Go on to write, there is some serious danger to the terminal list, pandering to red state viewers with routine references to beer, guns, country music, and hunting.
Wait, country music?
How
What does that even
prejudiced
have to
is
do with
that,
anything?
Jane? Like how and I'm not asking you but you just said country music. How prejudiced is that? Like to me, that's a prejudice statement. Like you were saying every red state is gun toting, beer drinking, you know, whatever.
Well, Louisiana, we drink all liquor, so it is
see?
accurate.
See? But all liquor, not just beer.
Yeah, it better be White Claw.
So what in like blue states they don't drink beer and
No,
Yeah.
I live in a
They're killing themselves on wine up
yeah.
there.
Well, I live in a blue state, and I'm forced to be the designated driver every time for the ladies. And
They
I'm
don't
okay
like
with
the
it.
fact that we have guns and we'll use them. But
You know,
the
if you
reality
move
is
to-
we do and we will.
Yes, and
You know,
that's the beauty.
You know, if you move to a red state, Scott, you can make her the designated driver, right?
Right away, right?
Well, it depends on which one. Some of us.
Well, I'm also an alcoholic and a drug addict, so I probably shouldn't. But anyways,
See, one more point
recovery.
is that the problem I have when they do this, when the left characterizes things this way, particularly the South,
Yes.
is that they always do it by ignoring Black people.
Like any
who
other
also live there
and
who
Hispanic
also own
too.
guns and who also will defend their families and who also
Yes.
Christian and who, you know, it's like they pretend that they're the only people down here are white people. It's just the
like,
weirdest thing I've ever seen.
They
right,
do that.
right next door to a white person there's a Black person there that would do exactly the same thing that the white
Exactly the
person
same
would
thing.
do under the same
But
circumstances.
they do that across the board for everything. Look at what's her name, Greta, whatever. How dare you, girl? When was the last time she yelled at China? When was the last time she yelled at like Saudi Arabia? All these other right? But who's she yelling at?
that
Who's she
executor,
yelling
that's
at?
why.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's find a way to execute it.
Okay, I'm just saying, like they always ignore that because it would be a harder sell for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Keep it simple. Straight white male bad.
Straight
Just like
white
the
male.
pro-life thing, they pretend that women don't exist there in that position, holding that position either. And it's just like, what do you? I guess I'm not here. Whatever.
Right, but Jane, you don't exist. Okay.
She's a ghost.
Well, maybe.
Oh, we have one of those on Wednesdays too. It's the worst.
It is much fun over there, but the 95% viewer rating, audience rating makes it all worth it. We
What a
didn't
great
make it for the
rating.
critics. We made it for those in the arena. We made it for the soldier, sailor, airman, and marine that went downrange to Iraq and Afghanistan, so they can sit on the couch and say, "Hey, these guys put in the work. They put in the effort to
That's what I was trying to say before.
make something special and make a show that speaks to them." And that 95% rating lets me know that we at least got close. And then one more line here. It's from TV Line. It says, "The Fugitive meets SEAL Team meets a Don't Tread on Me truck decal.
Oh,
We're
Jesus.
served up huge helpings of red meat masculinity and lots of American flags. They don't like American flags over there."
Wait, Jane?
That, pisses me off.
What did you just say?
People that lean to the left, they don't want you. Like the American flag is a, prejudice.
It's just so
Okay, first of all,
oppressive.
The military is incredibly diverse.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the flag has to do with anything. Because, like I said before, it's people are looking at this movie, this show, is it's like hyper patriotic. I actually didn't get that out of it because when it came to what his mission was, he went through all of the symbols of that, all of these structural symbols of that.
Look, just go to a mall anywhere near like a major like a base or post, right? Like Killeen.
Yes.
You go to Killeen, you go to the mall, you're gonna see a group of guys. You're gonna see like just a hick. You're gonna see like some anime guy. I don't know what they wear now. You know what I mean? You'll see a dude that just like came off the basketball court. Like what I'm saying, like, and you're like, how did you meet? How did you ever get together? Well, because every day we're in the same uniform. We're just talking. We're connecting on a level of being a person. So that's how you,
It's more diverse than anywhere, probably.
Dude, my boy Patrick I served with, he was black, gay, and goth. And I love him. That's my boy. I almost fought a chick in Austin one time because of him. We walked out of the club and because he had like, net, like a fish net on his arms and shit. And I can't, he was like a vampire. But we walk out and she goes, you're tacky. And I'm like, bitch, what are you calling tacky with your brown person, black leather jacket?
You tell her.
Lost my mind.
He's like the guy from Grandma's Boy. The I am here too. Yeah. No.
And they always try to bring us up and stuff too. Like I hate that too. Like if you have a problem with it, why do you have to stick black people in the middle of your debate?
Or just even they go either one way or the other, Jane. It's either stick black people in the middle or just leave them out completely and pretend like they don't exist.
The ones who disagree with them, they pretend we don't exist.
Or they call them names like they do to our good friend Mark with a C.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to say
disgusting.
Or
I thought you were going to say Justice Clarence. I'm like, good friend of the show.
Good friend of the show. He is.
JC, good people.
Defense of the black people. A black dude directed it. Okay.
Oh crap! I jumped. Okay, here we go.
Speaks to them, and that 95% rating lets me know that we at least got close. And then one more line here. It's from TV Line. It says, "The Fugitive meets SEAL Team meets a Don't Tread on Me truck."
I hate that.
We're served up huge helpings of red meat masculinity and lots of American flags. They don't like American flags over there. Game Rank even cites Revolutionary War era Don't Tread on Me flags as a negative. So it's odd that both Game Rank and TV Line had to go back to the 1700s.
They don't like the masculinity for sure.
First of all, Don't Tread on Me isn't just Civil War era. It goes back even Revolutionary.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with the Civil War.
No, not at all. Now, I'll ask the chat. What is the greatest flag in the world. I personally think, other than the American flag,
The
like
Portuguese. Oh,
The Nepal flag, because it's triangle. It's the only triangle.
Isles of Man has the best flag. I know. I'm a veteran. I love the country, but Isles of Man has us beat.
Isles of Man, I have family from there.
It also
I've
has
never
the
seen
word
the flag,
man in
though.
it.
I think
it
our
does.
flags here are pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely. I do like the old, even though
Texas,
I hate commies, the old Soviet Union's flag was pretty dope.
British in their reviews. I found that quite.
I like the flags that they have on Dukes of Hazzard. What was that one?
No, I don't know.
Novel In the Blood, and they said something along the lines of, "What do you even call a book like this?" And you call it a number one New York Times bestseller.
One thing he did say a little bit earlier was talking about the masculinity. The fact that this movie is hyper masculine, all of the men are very masculine. All of them, the heroes anyway, are very family oriented. I think that scares them more than anything.
Right. Yeah, it's
This
the
is
truth.
Isles of Man, by the way.
That's awesome. But Jane, you are absolutely, dude, I'm getting that tattoo. Jane, you are absolutely right, though. They do not want us. They want us asexual. They want us those people that were waiting for the UFO to come around back in the early aughts. You know, and it's. I have a very young son, and I'm going to raise him as a boy. And if he comes to me later in life and says, "Dad, this is how I feel," we'll talk about it, and I'll support him in any way I should, but not as a child. And I will also try to help him through whatever he's going through. Because
You just make sure you slap him, all right?
well, if he's going to be, you know, he's going to be a dominant boy, you know what I mean? What? Slap
I said
him.
make sure you slap him.
Fuck.
Your son's goddamn.
God, what a dick.
Number one New York Times
Rare.
bestseller novel, and someone wrote the same thing about this show, and you call that the number one series on Prime Video. And I do want to thank Amazon because they took a lot of risks with this show, and they took those risks with us, and so my hat is off to them, and I'm sincerely
Yeah,
humbled.
dude, they had a straight white male as the lead.
And
Risk
then like
one.
buddies, straight
Hey,
white
yeah,
male
and that
buddies.
straight white male was
who's
Chris
very
Pratt of all
popular.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
they picked a safe choice with someone who's very popular with the left.
right. They love Chris Pratt over there. They love him. Oh God, what a good guy.
Dude, I was reading an interview with Taylor Kitsch, who I'm a big fan of.
I
But,
love
like,
him.
Yeah, Friday Night Lights, man.
That's my.
Oh, yeah.
What is that? You're what?
Hold on a second.
Just get excited.
She has to whisper this one.
No, I was
It's
trying
gonna
to.
be-
No, he's my Gambit. I was trying to get this picture up.
Oh, Gambit.
Oh, that's
he's
dope.
everyone's Gambit. It's the Gambit the only Gambit we've ever had.
Well, who was the? No, they were gonna make that other dude. What's his name from like the dance movies? And then he was like the stripper.
Channing.
Wait a minute, this is Gambit.
What? No, Channing Tatum. Channing Tatum was he was working on that Gambit movie for years.
Yeah, but I just couldn't see him as Gambit, dude.
I could. He did that little Creole accent he had in Hateful Eight.
I do a
He
damn
just-
good
he just
Creole.
loses a bit of weight in his
Ooh, let's
face.
hear it.
Yeah. Down. Oh, hold on, I gotta think about it.
Ooh, I feel like you were off to a bad start. That sounded
No,
really Australian.
Excuse me.
It's gonna be Chinese.
Wants go. Son of a bitch. Stop with the crikey, because that makes me go right to Australia.
Or you go down to the Creole, huh?
Huh? You want to go? Shit.
That's French.
You like the jambalaya or Creole? Yeah.
That sounds Mexican.
Sporking.
Yeah,
fact.
it does.
I hate
Yeah, you're like,
Do you want some
Bro, I'm
tacos?
so
I like the
good at
chorizo and egg, eh?
I'm gonna work on that. Oh,
Crikey,
Cherie.
that was really bad.
That's what I gotta do. I gotta say Sherry. Oh, Cherie.
No, mon ami.
Mon ami.
Are y'all doing your impressions of Zeus and Thor: Love and Thunder, or what?
No, right.
Wait, did I sound Russian? Mixed with
Italian and maybe some Scottish in there. But yeah, so I don't know. To maybe end on a good note.
Oh wait, there was something I had to say.
Oh, please.
I can't remember now.
Okay.
Oh, Gambit. Oh, yeah, the interview. I was reading it, and he talked about how like him and Pratt would just be hanging out, and they would, just chewing tobacco and just telling stories. Like I was like, dude, yes. Like whenever I see Dip in a military movie, I'm like, there we go. Somebody knows some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, that was good stuff.
This doesn't work without
Right.
it.
So
That's why Outpost was good. They had spit bottles all over the goddamn place, like it should be.
I didn't see Outpost.
Dude, are you serious? You know how much
No.
I've talked about that movie?
No.
It's my favorite military movie. Rod
Is
Laurie's
it
the
really?
director. Yeah,
Where can
cool
I
dude,
find
man. It was on Netflix forever. I'm looking up for you.
Hopefully it still is. Paul Rudd becomes real-life superhero for 12-year-old whose classmates refuse to sign his yearbook. And I just thought that was really nice. I love Paul Rudd. I don't care anything. The guy, I really do.
Why would they sign his yearbook?
We're going to find out because they're dicks, 12-year-old dicks.
Paul Rudd's just one of those naturally like funny, like he just can find the comedic value in nearly anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's on Netflix still.
Oh, good. Oh, crap. Okay, here we go. So the mom posted this. My poor son doesn't seem like it's getting any better. And she put a photo of him near empty autograph pages. 2 teachers and a total of 2 students wrote in his yearbook, despite Brody asking all kinds of kids to sign it. Dude, can I tell you this? I have young kids, 8, 4. I am so scared of those moments where kids can be mean to them because they say or do the wrong thing. Like, that is so, I know it builds character, but man, that's such a hard thing to go through when you're a kid. And like, I'm worried about those moments. Like, I'm going to be like, you little shit, and go after a kid or something.
Just, line.
Yeah.
You gotta let the kids maneuver through their little world.
Yeah. So Paul Rudd. Okay. Dear Brody. Okay. Great talking to you. So Paul Rudd,
he FaceTimed him basically.
Yeah, FaceTimed him. Yeah. Which is freaking awesome. So he says in this photo, which is now on a different page, son of a bitch. Hold on, let me put it right here. He says, "Dear Brody, it was great talking to you the other day. It's important to
Why are you
remember
reading it like that?
Because I'm Paul Rudd. It's important to remember that
He should not be reading it. He shouldn't have wrote it like that to this kid.
Okay, so he wrote like, "Hey, dear Brody, it was great talking to you the other day. It's important to remember that even when life is tough, that things get better. There are so many people that love you and think you're the coolest kid. There is me being one of them. I can't wait to see you all the amazing things you've going to accomplish. Your pal, Paul."
Right on, dude.
So is this him from Clueless or from Our Brother the Idiot?
No, the one where he's what is that called? Where they have sex with other people. With Jennifer Aniston.
What?
They go to like a swingers camp.
Oh, Wanderlust.
Wanderlust, dude.
How the hell did I get that, bro?
Dude, that was a good dude.
Thank
you
you.
pulled
That was a good pull, right? Yeah.
Dude,
also,
one of my
by the way,
favorite lines.
There was a few good pulls in that movie.
Yes.
I would love to see him, like this little kid, go to school, but like, look, Paul Rudd signed it. How do we know that's Paul Rudd? It says Paul, you dumbass.
Right. That looks like Paul Ree.
Yeah, have him sign his last name next time, dum.
Yeah, mom totally hooked you up with that, didn't she?
What, Paul, your boyfriend?
Yeah. So
why don't you just go ahead and marry him?
It's really nice that this happened. You guys are dicks. Okay.
I'm gonna record you on my yak back. Do they have yak backs?
Scott, I put up a link in the private chat. Bring that one up next.
Okay. All right, hold on. And while he's doing that, go ahead, Mr. Raging.
You guys have seen that Elon's pulling out of buying Twitter, right?
He loves to pull.
Yes,
out.
I did.
He actually doesn't.
His pull-out game's pretty strong.
Have you seen this video on Twitter? It was out 24 hours ago, so you may have seen it already, but
yeah.
No.
I just thought this was interesting. Check this out.
Well, we're going to bring this one up first, and then we'll check that one out. What is this?
Read the caption of it first.
Hey, motherfucker.
What just happened to all our names? Sporking, Nudes, Scott.
Raging Raylo.
Janet, Theory, Sad Cheesemo, Tim Connors, Midnight
Mr. Brett Gregory.
Leave it the way it was.
Brent Gregory.
That was good stuff. Okay.
Unfair, man. Broken trust.
Broken is the trust that I served you. Bring this one up. Wait a minute. Where is this one you wanted me to share? Oh, here it is.
If they in fact have been vociferously claiming less than 5% of fake or spam accounts, but in fact it is 4 or 5 times that number, or perhaps 10 times that number, this is a big deal. It's not this. It's sort of like if you said, okay, I agree to buy your house. You say the house has less than 5% termites. That's an acceptable number. But if it turns out it is 90% termites,
wait a minute. I don't want any termites. But I understand.
No, but he's making an example.
It's a valid point. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not okay. It's not the same house. This house is made mostly of termites.
So He's
So
saying
he's basically saying that when he went in to buy Twitter, they were saying there's only about 5% spam bots and things like that, the accounts that are set up. And he goes in and has a look, and it's probably closer to between 5 to 10 times that amount. So it's more like 25 to 50% are spam bots,
right?
Based on
That's
what he's
crazy.
saying. And then he's not buying the same thing. Like, it's not worth, you know, how much did they say
It's
he
a
bought it
lemon.
for?
Oh, not
30
lemon.
something billion dollars, right?
44.
$44 billion. So that was based on how many accounts there were, all of this kind of thing. Now, if you're saying that there's anywhere between 25 to 50% spam bots on Twitter, like aren't real accounts, well, then it's not worth that $44 billion anymore. And this is probably going to hurt their stock again, because it's not worth what they're saying that it's worth. Like, it's interesting, you know, it would be like me setting up a new platform and then me just creating all the accounts. No one else in the world has created an account for it, but I just keep setting up all these different accounts for it, grow it based on just me growing it.
Right. Right.
That's what it would seem like.
And
very interesting.
And what kills me is that they're trying to make it like he has to be forced to buy it. Like, dude, that's his money. And Twitter is trying to find a legal way to force him to buy it when they gave him a false bill of sales.
Well, that's right. That's where Elon's going. Well, no, because I said I would give you $44 billion for this. And what you're saying, or what I'm seeing that you're going to be giving me for my $44 billion isn't that. So you've got no leg to stand on.
Well, they're both saying that they're breaching the contract, so they'll have to take it to court and prove it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Even if he has to pay a penalty, it's still going to save him. You know what I mean? Billions of dollars.
Elon is too smart to get fucked over by Twitter.
Right. Right. No, you're absolutely right. But I do have to end the show. Been up since 2 a.m. It's now 10:30 up here. Tim Conway, I love you, dude.
I forgot he was here.
Shut it. He doesn't. All I need is his picture, and he loves us, and that's why he does it. Like unlike. No, I won't say it.
No, go ahead.
No. I'll tell you backstage. It's a source I have.
Bye, Tina.
Bye, Tina. Love you. We
Bye,
have.
Tina.
I'll be talking, even though it's a Spork on Mondays. We have the aluminum Spork, which we do like conspiracies and stuff like that. I will talk about the George R. R. Martin Not a Blog that he posted the other day.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Jane, I'm gonna freak out. And that'll go on for another hour, so I can't. do that.
Apparently, I'm banned.
But well, I mean, not banned, just stick on topic. So I'd like to thank anybody. Does anybody want to plug anything before they go?
Go and raid My Nerdy Home. Soul Assassin put the link in
link.
the chat. Go and raid. Give her a raid.
Yeah, don't tell him Rhino sent you. It was a Spork raid. Thank you, Jane.
It was Mad Spork raid.
If there was one thing I could plug, it would just be that I have finally come up with a concept for an idea to make some videos out of the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. It's gonna take me a while to get through them all, so please bear with me. But I've nearly got the first one finished. And, you know, I don't care how long it's going to take me. I'm just going to do them.
All right.
So even if it takes me a year, I'll get them done.
I did do a video on Dave Chappelle and his new, not quite a special, but a short, I guess you will, on Netflix.
The sneak-in one?
Where
Okay.
he talks about why it's so important for people to have free speech, especially comedians, but anyone really in the public sphere. So it's very insightful, I think.
Awesome.
And I have audio clips from the segment if you don't want to support Netflix.
Yeah.
Go check it out.
Can we put it in find it and put it in the chat so people can check it out. Anybody else? Machismo, Mr. Brant, Gregory?
I'm working on my Love and Thunder video. I'm going to be talking about why it's the greatest MCU movie yet.
Oh, wow. Is it
And if you've seen my Obi-Wan video and
So
my
good.
Top Gun, you'll understand.
I will definitely understand. What about you, Mr. Brant?
Not much. I'm going to be doing a breakdown of the fan edit of Obi-Wan that actually turns it into a decent story, where it cuts it down to 2 hours.
Yeah.
Adds music in, adds a lot of 3D elements into it, and yeah, no, it was actually enjoyable.
Dude, I haven't
Kind of
seen
wish
that.
I just watched that first. Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. So, guys,
Reva
make
has
sure...
like 3 lines in the entire series.
I'm going to do karaoke.
Who's that? Was that Latino Slants channel?
No, Jedi. Or looks like Rambling Canuck to start with.
Okay, awesome. Good dude. Also, guys, tomorrow night, come check out Jane, myself, on our good friend Nina Infinity's channel. We'll be discussing.
Are you really going to be there? Because I am going to be there.
I'm there every week now. That's why I do things. I love you, Tom.
Bye, Tom.
Love you,
See you,
Tom.
Tim.
You're really there every week?
Yeah,
He is.
Don't try to stuff
He traded in.
I traded Wednesday with you so I could do Sunday with them.
Wow.
Yeah.
I told you this.
No.
And then
I
Monday
thought I was
night we
doing
have
it for the
Aluminum
Monday.
Spork, and one of the greatest streams on my channel is Wednesday nights with Mad, who puts like a 2-word title and
It's too
doesn't
late.
tag anything. So
I don't know how to do those things. That's your
All right.
thing.
Okay, I'll work on it. So thank you everybody for being here. I love you guys. You guys are the best. And remember, Sporktastic. I fucked that up.
Nice.
Stay
nice
Gucci,
line
my
there, Kenny.
ninjas.
That was terrible.
Mad's the best. Sporking sucks. He never let him know he's on Nina's.
I told you many times.
This is the first I've ever heard of it.
You are a liar, sir.
Yeah, how many times you invited me to be on there?
I don't invite people to other people's channel, you dummy.
Oh, have you suggested?
No, because I don't want you on there.